Yeah.
Okay, hello everybody. Sorry we're a little late here, a little impromptu. I wasn't really sure if I was going to stream or not, but joining me today, we have Goosaphone and Ghast. What's up, guys?
Hi!
Hey, what's going on?
And I was trying to put Goosaphone's face cam in here, but it was kind of freezing on me. Let me see if I can get it now. This should be starting relatively soon, guys. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Let's see. How's everybody doing?
We're good.
I'm doing great.
What are you most hoping to see tonight, aside from like demotions that everybody wants?
I was just about to say demotions. I'm kind of worried the collab with Dragalia on the Fae side, which I'm excited for Fae and Dragalia, but I'm kind of worried about the other way around because I just feel like that's opening up a big can of worms for a bunch of characters to come in when we already have so many characters we need in the game from Fire Emblem.
Right.
So I'm a little worried about that, but other than that, we're getting a new game mode for sure with that legendary way thing they talked about. Yeah.
Graded Shtick says, also, why am I watching a Fae Direct if I uninstalled the app?
Because we're entertaining people.
yeah, maybe you're hopeful though that things will get better. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, for me, I'm kind of like, I'm looking for something refreshing, and I'm hoping that maybe they're new characters, maybe there's some like actual like banner units that come out. I don't know, like me and us like and a few other like YouTubers like were talking earlier, and we were all kind of hoping that like there would be just more of an influx of like Binding Blade style, like traditional like new units banners coming out, because those are the hype.
Yeah,
you know?
and like the one where like Ares came out on, that one.
Yeah.
Like
it was pretty freaking cool. So hopefully that's happening in like the game mode. If that's cool, that'd be dope.
We're getting a new banner on the 10th for sure though.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if they're gonna actually go into. It's gonna be Dragalia units. I'm calling it now.
I honestly kind of hope not, though.
I don't want it. No.
I wouldn't be like super angry, but it would be weird, I think.
It would be the only franchise I'd be kind of okay with them coming in, especially because like the weapon types are so like compatible and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for a Langrisser cross.
Oh God. I keep getting ads for that, and I hear it's just like a quote unquote better Fire Emblem Heroes, but like. Every
Some
time
people
I see
think
an
that.
ad, it's like super TNA in all their ads, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, you've seen those too? My lord, they are so like suggestive. It's like,
Yeah, they do have. Even the people working in the American side for Langrisser are pissed about the ads, which is funny. But I like the game. I think the gameplay is pretty solid. That's what I enjoy about it. So, oh, here we go.
It looks interesting.
Let me turn off the music. You turn up the YouTube music.
good luck, boys and girls.
Oops. Okay, hold on.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, she's sneezing.
Oh no.
Hate it when my owl has allergies.
More like allergies.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Goose. I didn't get your screen cam up in time. It was like freezing on me.
Don't worry about it.
I see something interesting on the board. Here we go.
Is this the mode? Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
gotta be.
It's lit, fam.
Lilina. Fusion.
Oh!
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Stay hopeful, fam. Maintain position.
Just for legendaries?
Yeah, but is this gonna work like Fates and Awakening?
Legendary Roy, who is already in Fire Emblem Heroes, will gain this ability starting with the next version update.
So it's only the new legendary heroes with that dual skill legendary effect.
That icon next to Roy isn't what I remember seeing before. If you pair up with an ally before deploying, this icon will appear in battle.
Sounds good.
It seems that you can switch between paired up heroes anytime you like.
So you can technically have like 5 characters.
Ooh.
Those two so buddy puts a smile on my face.
So you can pair. Okay, I see.
Wow, you can
So you
even
have one
switch
player
between
phase unit and one enemy
after
phase.
performing an action.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
Strategic possibility.
That's actually kind of cool.
Sounds good.
Here's an example. The lead
Oops, sorry guys.
rage attack on Narshan.
Everyone, Roy and Lilina's canon now.
Of course, then it's time to switch to Roy. When Narshan gets his chance
Wow.
to attack,
You can do that after ending your turn.
the advantage.
All right, where's dual guard?
You can do. Heroes that are paired up together will increase each other's
Plus 2
stats
to.
too,
Oh wait, no,
which could
plus 2
tip
to
the
attack and
balance of the
speed.
battle into your favor.
Plus
Wait,
2 defense,
plus
plus 1
1
res.
res.
Yeah.
One thing,
Plus 2
though,
attack.
Pair up is limited to the maps listed here.
Main story pair. Okay, no
Okay,
arena.
okay. But there's allegiance battles.
Wait, what's that?
Doesn't sound familiar.
we go.
I wish this was for grand hero battles and legendary.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
As well as the pair-up ability, there's a new mode. Allegiance Battles.
So if I don't have legendary Roy, is there a
Allegiance
point to
Battles
this?
is a new mode where your goal
Well,
is
I'm
to earn
pooched.
as many points as
I
you
don't either.
can in a single battle. Like the arena, it will have seasons, and each season is 7
Oh.
days long.
Another
And
PvP to worry
another
about?
thing.
Take a look at how it works. On the
Okay,
edit team
maintain
screen,
faith,
the
fam.
hero
Please be co-op.
deploys
Please be
Maintain
co-op.
the
faith.
friend's hero.
It says top
Any
friend.
2 heroes can pair up for allegiance battles, even ones who aren't legendary heroes.
Okay, it's
as
co-op,
long as it's
kind
with
of.
a friend's hero. Ooh, I want to earn a lot of points. Talons, don't fail me now.
Oh, dude, she's running
What's
Nino.
this?
She knows what's up.
3 difficulties to choose from: beginner, intermediate, and advanced.
So is it like
Allegiance battles, you
Arena,
should fight
except
according to the strength
you
of
just have
your
an extra
team.
buddy?
Score is calculated just like Arena.
So
Oh,
I'll try
there you go.
Ugh,
I like a challenge.
I don't love that, but okay.
Look at that! Crom's been paired up with Lucina. Let's battle.
So does the pair up count towards your scoring? Because otherwise it would have like.
Huh? It looks
300
like I earn
whatever.
bonus points. In Allegiance battles, if you defeat an enemy while paired up, you can
Wow,
earn more
okay.
points.
Who has colorblindness
As you
here?
see,
Man, what is with that outline? Good lord.
Give it your
thick.
Oh,
all.
so gaudy.
That is a thick
Lot of
outline.
points.
Yeah, that's thick.
Okay, so it's basically do what you do anyway and use triangle advantage.
Somehow, I wonder what my
Somehow,
score
I
is.
just have fucking triangle advantage now. What a mystery.
I
Oh,
know
dude,
my
Robin's gonna be.
score.
Oh wait, no, it won't actually work that way. It doesn't
What's
calculate.
this?
776.
Points for completing the map, but there are bonuses on top of that. Let's take a closer look.
They have to have done that on purpose.
Yeah, they must have.
Battles. There are 3 types of bonus scores.
Thracia banner
Quest
confirmed?
bonus
Question mark.
is given for completing a mode-specific quest. This time, there is a quest to attack Ike. Now that I think about it, I defeated Ike. Maybe I completed this.
I can support that.
Sorry.
When you or your friends complete
So should
a
you
quest
just
objective, you'll
forfeit?
get closer to clearing it.
Forfeit?
I hope you have some battle
If you
tested
don't have Ike
comrades.
as an enemy.
There's also the friend bonus. Out of all your friends, the top 3 scorers will grant a bonus to your score. We're going to have to count on our
But
friends
Mars!
for this one too.
This
Friends.
totally is squad goals. Oh my
There's
god.
also
Yeah,
the
friends matter now.
synergy
Interesting.
bonus. One time a season, you'll
Why are they
earn
all named after
synergy
planets?
For clearing a battle. The higher your
Because
synergy,
there's
the
planetary
higher your
heroes now. Come on.
bonus.
Planetary.
Captain Planet, new legendary hero. Sorry, new allegiance.
It still says 776.
You can earn rewards
What's going
like
on?
hero feathers. But that's not all. You'll also earn dragon flowers depending
Yes!
on your ranking. Aim for the top summoners.
Dragon flowers, that's something I need.
Allegiance battles begins on April 27th at midnight Pacific
Wow.
time.
Okay, end of the month.
That actually looks cool.
Prepare for burn all your orbs on
Wait for
legendary
Allegiance
Roy.
battles.
He's
I
coming
want
back.
to make more and more friends.
Come on, demotions,
and
please.
Fight my hardest. Now for something else.
What is this?
What's this? It's an Aether
Good question.
But it looks so
Aether
lovely.
dancing.
Heroes are hanging out and chatting.
Oh,
No, it's a
Starting with
lobby.
the next update, your
Oh my
Aether
God, is
keys
this a lobby?
Won't just be for battle. You'll also be able to interact with your allies.
Ooh,
Yes!
yes,
I've
that's
actually been
cool.
wanting
This
this.
is Aether Resort.
I never thought they'd do this.
How are they gonna do
nice.
dialogue
I
for
want to
everybody, though?
visit and play with all
Or you-
of my
maybe they don't talk.
favorite heroes.
It's all defaults, bro.
you just interact with
Let's
them.
just
and
see.
stuff.
This is the
Ooh,
Aether Resort map. Take a look. It's a bit
I like
different
that.
than the
That looks
battle
great.
map. You can set up a variety of different structures here. Let's see what they are by building one. Wow, there are a lot of
Bolt
choices.
traps.
Yeah, wait, why is it all the same
What
ether rate
kind
stuff?
of building for?
Can you make them step in your own bolt trap?
R&R structure.
An armory.
Contains a collection of
I
replica
see
weapons.
how it
Okay.
works. To add those, you'll need R&R affinity.
So this is actually a little more like my castle.
Oh, I don't know which
Yeah.
I'm
to
kind of okay
choose.
with it.
But what do you do with it?
This one.
You can probably visit other people.
That would be awesome.
Looking good.
Nice.
Okay, it's ready. Let's add
Hey,
some
that's like our hotel
more.
room we're staying at.
Hey.
Anime North.
Anime North.
Phew, that's a lot of
So what happens if you
structures.
land on the bolt
But
trap?
there's
That's what I'm wondering.
something missing.
It's like Animal
If you
Crossing
land
where you can
on
like
the
force
trap,
your
you,
dudes into
you have
it.
to give up your character
How
to the
can I
to the
get
host.
more to visit with me?
Give your character.
Mm.
Bye plus
I
10,
get
Robin.
it. R&R affinity can be used not just to add structures, but also heroes. Let's invite some more.
Is this
Just like when you edit your teams, you can select from among your allies. At first, you can invite 3 allies, but using R&R affinity, you can invite even more. Here we go.
Oh yay, we get another currency, the heart
I want
thing.
more heroes to visit my
like the
resort,
8th currency?
so
Yeah.
I'll keep unlocking these slots.
I think there's more.
There's, yeah, there probably is actually.
Ta-da!
There's probably more
Look
than
at 'em
that.
all.
Okay, like I don't.
Look at 'em.
So
You can receive R&R affinity once a day by visiting your
okay,
Aether
we'll just talk
Resort.
about this after.
Don't
Okay, new
forget.
daily. Just check out and get some
Okay.
free
Add
stuff.
a hero into a structure. And look, they go
Aww.
inside.
That's cute.
Oh, she's scared.
In each structure, you can interact with your heroes.
Can I put them in the same bed though?
Summon in different structures. This looks fun, doesn't
Oh,
it?
this is like a Pokemon contest
That's
kind of
not
looking
all.
like.
For 3 orbs, you'll be able to
Ah.
get an Aether Resort Pass. This will allow you to increase the
Oh,
amount
jeez.
of R&R affinity you earn from your Aether Resort.
Really?
This is worth checking out.
If that's a one-time
You
thing,
can
then
also
fine.
obtain Aether Stones
But whatever.
using R&R affinity. Interact with your allies, earn Aether Stones, and you can build
Did they
more
just say you can
battle
exchange Aether
structures
or
in
stones
Aether
for-
raids.
You get them
Stones?
from playing the mode.
Aether Resort will
Okay.
open starting with the next version update.
Okay.
Your heroes have
Okay, so
spent
this
a
is
lot of
coming
time
probably on the
fighting,
9th or
so
8th.
why not let them
Before that
relax?
no banner next
Right.
week.
Our
Okay,
next
this'll be
topic is
refined
one you've
and maybe
been
the next
waiting
banner.
for.
Oh, Aether Raids music, great.
Okay.
First, additional functionality for
Okay.
Aether Raids.
I think
A
the
new
leg-
currency.
Next version update, creating raiding parties will
Yes,
become
thank
even
God.
more
Thank you.
convenient. You'll
Oh.
be able to create 5
I hope you
teams
can
for
lock
both light
the
and
team,
active
too.
seasons, and
I
these
really
teams
like
will
that you can do that.
automatically
You should be
change
able to
when the
lock
season
defense for
changes.
arena too.
Now
Yep.
you don't have to
Awesome.
Starting on April 10th, a new spring.
Of course, got to get the promo in there.
Cash money. Ain't nothing
Oh,
for
actually, with 20k feathers, that's not a bad deal. For 20k
Oh my god. Yeah,
feathers.
actually, the power creep on that's ridiculous, though. I don't think they've ever given out that many.
For 12 bucks, that's actually not
Fuck.
rarity.
Yes!
Demos, yes!
Thank you. Thank God.
You'll see 2 changes to summoning events.
We have 6-star heroes.
There will be some changes to the
3-star
heroes
Soleil?
that were already released.
3
Here are the affected heroes.
3-star Soth. That's pretty sick.
These
3-star
heroes have
Larshall,
been
3-star
Tail
five-star
2.
heroes so far, but now they'll show up
3-star
as
Ares.
3-star and
Shit.
Yeah, that's
4-star
good.
heroes.
Nice.
This
3-star
change in
Soul?
Barracks will begin
Yeah.
ahead of the version update starting tonight at midnight Pacific time with the
Oh, and it
summoning
happens
Yes.
right away. Thank God.
Good.
odd wave skills. Next,
Okay,
a
this is the big
change
one.
To the heroes you'll be able to summon. Starting with the next version update, there will be a change to the heroes that can be summoned in new heroes and special heroes events. The heroes shown here, released before the start of Book 2, will no longer
good.
appear in these events.
What?
Oh, they won't appear at all?
Legendary
Still be
heroes.
available in other focused summoning events.
Oh.
Some of those I don't agree. Like Ira.
Yeah, they just straight up took a lot out. Wow.
What?
But this is only for new heroes banners. This isn't for like skill focus ban.
Yeah.
For today, Summon
That's
Burst.
not. Those aren't
Pair up and
demotes.
the
That's
Aether
just they took
Resort.
out some pity breakers.
Yeah.
Things get me
They
so
took out Ira.
excited. And don't forget, there will be a Golden Week event beginning April 27th.
That's like a Japanese holiday.
Yep.
Gacha games go hard on that.
I wonder if we'll get a Hero Fest for
So
that.
far away.
Probably just will get orbs taken away.
They'll take
We'll
away
just get
more.
another bundle.
Here comes the static and a preview of like what?
The new edgy.
New edgy. Or not. Oh, it actually ended.
We're done.
Nope. Yep. that's it.
Can we? When can we rewind this?
Holy
now?
crap. Usually they upload it pretty fast, so I can reopen it in a minute.
Okay, I mostly want to look at
Wow.
that not the demote list, but it said new heroes and special heroes events. So that's not. Well, obviously it's not going to be on legendary or mythic banners either because there's no pity breakers on that at all. But so does that mean like on this odd wave banner that won't apply to that because it's not a new heroes banner?
It's a good question, yeah.
I feel like that's the idea. Which okay.
They like, I don't know why they always have such a
That
weird
sucks
way of
if
doing
one of them-
things. Yeah.
And also they can still appear as focus units, I guess.
Which, that part's fine, but like, I just don't know why they didn't just demote a bunch of people anyway, so they're just easier to get.
Yeah, like there's some units that are 5-star that being demoted would be fine, but
Yeah.
I guess it kind of does saturate time getting like desperation and stuff because the 3-star pool is becoming, or 4-star and stuff is becoming more saturated.
I guess that's true, but it's like, I'd rather see something new in there than nothing at all and just have it be the same still, you know? Because even if
Yeah,
you
I
get
feel
like
like-
something bad, then at least, like, I've never pulled a mist. I would never want to get pity broken by a 5-star mist. But if I got like a 3-star and it was my first one, I'd be like, all right, well, you know,
Yeah, I'd be
collection
fine with
purposes.
that. Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Let's see what Chad has to say about all that.
Chad's pretty upset. Chad's kind of cheesed right now.
Dude, that was awful. Someone says reinstalling. Okay. Time
Someone
to
said-
Grand Blue.
Grand Blue, yeah. No Luke demotion.
Was he really not on there for the ones they took out?
All right, we got
No,
to.
I think he was. It was pretty much. They had Gen 2 units on there.
Oh, I can rewind the live stream.
Oh.
Oh, I just left it too. I don't know if I can anymore.
I have it here. Oh,
I
is
have
it?
up to. Let's see.
Let me bring it back to.
I like the new 3-stars.
So yeah, starting April. Okay, summoning pool changes. Get ready for changes to the heroes available in new.
Lynn, Celica, Lucina, Lucioma, Katarina, Young Tiki, Saber, Sanaki, Brave Roy, Eldigan, Alencia, Corel, Sigurd, Alm, Ira, Ike,
Yeah, she
Mia.
said these heroes will be available in other banners, so it's sounding like these units are just like not gonna ever appear in like new banners.
Right, but
Yeah,
that's
just
like,
not-
how are you gonna be able to +10 some of those guys now? You know.
GG's.
They'll probably be focus units at some point too, you know.
But then you're just gonna
But,
have to
like-
hoard orbs and wait for them to come back around. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
kind of weird.
doesn't that mean like
I mean,
if
it's
you're
not like you'll have good luck +10ing them if you just hope for Kitty Breaker.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Nephany, Hector.
Oh
No.
Oh god, retired.
Okay, honestly, I don't know about
that one got gassed.
yeah, man. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Pretty much all Gen 1 and most Gen 2. I don't think it's a cash grab. I think they're honestly trying to help, like, have less pity breakers.
But like, do these units even like? Would these units like? Are these units even bad pity breakers? Like,
Some of them are, like Luke and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, I'm talking about the ones who are like not allowed to be in new banners and stuff.
Yeah, those were on those.
Are you sure? I don't see
Yep.
Luke here.
Yeah, he was in there.
Was he? Oh yeah, there he is, right there. Yeah, but like, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's just like new heroes and special heroes banners, which are
Yeah.
mostly the worth summoning on. But that's when
Yeah.
to be fair, that's when you're trying to get the focus units. You're not trying to get pity breakers.
Yeah, you can get the intent behind it for sure. But I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like, what kind of has me Hector not being in that pool anymore. Like, even like a lucky Hector pool is like the best, like the second best thing you can get if you're not getting a focus. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's weird that they did
And
that.
some of these characters are like dope AF to get.
Yeah.
Like Steady Breath, nope, no lucky Steady Breath anymore. If that's still a relevant skill anymore, jeez, I don't know.
Steady breath. I mean, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Not as relevant as, like, I guess steady stands for and some of the ridiculous stuff now, but it's still, I still see it on builds.
Yeah,
So.
I get it. I don't know. Like, I'm not committed to heroes. Like, I don't know if this is gonna make me kind of reinstall. You know?
I gotta be honest, I really like the castle thing. I've like been waiting for more ways to interact with heroes and stuff in the game.
Yeah.
Instead of
I
just
also
having them
like
be
the
like,
castle, and I like that there's like it's not really a but at least you can use your friends, but you could already kind of do that in rival domains and stuff.
Do you can you like invite other, like, let's say, Stevie, like you and I are friends on Fire Emblem. I was gonna say friends on Facebook. Wow.
Wow,
friends-
that'll help.
Yeah, it's like this cross promo.
connect your Facebook to Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah. Get all your personal info.
Yeah, get 20 orbs.
Mark Zuckerberg's in the new banner.
Mark Zuckerberg, the new crossover.
People
Yeah.
are saying it's out, but I'm not.
BSG.
They're saying that it's back up, but I don't see it. So.
Like, could you visit my stuff?
I kind of
Or
hope
is it,
so.
like-
That seems cool.
Yeah.
I think you can. Like you each make your keep, and then it says that you
You invite other heroes. What does that mean? Like, you invite the main unit of your friend type thing?
Yeah, but I don't know how much actual interaction with the real person there is, because like
Kind
what
of
I
doesn't seem
want,
like there's a
what
lot.
I hope this means is we can be like, hey, Ghast, I want to play heroes together. You know,
Yeah.
like, because there's not really a way you can sit down and be like, hey, let's. But you can do that on.
I'm cutting out a little bit.
There's not really a way you can just be like, hey, let's go play heroes together right now. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't like
That's
that
what I'm
either. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping this can be. Like in Dragalia though, like when I stream Dragalia.
They're saying it's up, BT dubs.
I know. I even just refreshed. I pressed Control F5. It's not here for me.
Oh.
I'm
Mark
looking.
Zuckerberg just took it down. Because he was upset he wasn't added.
Oh, there it is. So it's like it's not on their channel yet, but I just found it. Okay, so we can rewatch. Let me get a second here. I guess I'll just full screen it again. Why not? I'm gonna lower the volume this time around, and we'll skip ahead to the relevant part. I don't know how I feel about the pair up thing, to be honest.
I actually think that's pretty cool. The only thing is I wish we could use it in not Bound Hero, but like, you know what I mean? Like the mythic hero battles and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like, it's super safe because you can have like a player phase like Can and like Ophelia and then throw out like your vengeful fighter, a Dun or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You can have these enemy phase armors like paired up with like a flyer or something, you know?
And
Like,
then with the reinforcements too, you can be better prepared for when they spawn.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that sounds like you would add a lot of depth, like a lot of strategic depth to these like absurd reinforcement clad maps. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That'd
When
be a
I
sweet
saw pair up, I was kind of like, oh god, oh god, oh. But I actually like it, and I like that. I mean, the legendary heroes can do it in like regular maps, but it seems like other heroes and sorry, I'm getting tired. That what's it called? The whatever new competitive thing.
Oh, Allegiance.
Allegiance battles, yeah. You can still have, from what I understood, you don't need to be legendary to be able to use that in that mode.
What I don't like is they're showing here, when they first talk about pair up, they're showing one of the original maps. It's the Zephiel map. I kind of hope they don't do the thing again where we get, they rehash all the same maps again and make us use them in this new thing. I hope not.
What do you think of the legendary hero or pair up being tied to the legendary hero only?
I don't know yet.
That seems kind of it doesn't really feel like that should be something that is exclusively tied to like a specific type of like really rare hero. Like why should like I not be allowed to pair Felicia with Flora?
Maybe they're just testing the waters until they roll it out to more people. I don't know. Or maybe it's so people who hate that kind of stuff don't have to deal with it. Just don't use those units. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's not really. I guess I don't know. I mean, you're not really gonna. It's not in like PvP content, right? It's only in the.
Yeah, I almost kind of wish it was to make Aether raids easier for attacking, but it's fine.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that turns out. I don't know. That's
interesting for sure.
I guess we could try to scour the trailer to see if we missed anything, but
I'll leave that to you in 2 days.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. So they must be ready to add like a whole other, because you know how in game in the notice board there's the grid of legendary heroes they first showed, and we were filling up that grid. I think we had like 2 spaces left, and then when we got Roy, obviously he didn't fit into that because he's got a new legendary hero ability.
There's a new blessing, essentially.
Yeah.
Not a new blessing, but a new blessing effect is what I mean.
Yeah, so they must be ready to add a whole new chart of legendary heroes. We've got to be getting into like the Sigurd, Seliph, that kind of realm at some point.
No. It's gonna be Crom, Corrin, Xander. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna narrate Phoenix Master's.
His what?
Please, his Twitter. Please don't be awakening broken pair up. Thank God no pair up in Arena and AR.
Yep.
They didn't touch AR yet. Yes, everyone wanted Arena 2.0. What do you mean it will lead to discrimination when people add friends and people only adding high scoring friends? Thank you. I can finally interact with the AR heroes. I can finally ask my +10 Aries and +10 how they felt after stepping on bull traps.
Is he just tweet storming right now?
I think he is. Mass demotion, please. Let us lock offense heroes in AR. I am dumb and I take my vanilla air with base.
I know. I keep doing that without seals. I keep going into AR. It's ridiculous.
Yes, Soth is 3-star and Legault too. Oh my god.
No, it is nice because I definitely do that too.
Oh,
The
I do.
air-
I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, it needs a lock. If defense team has a lock, it makes no sense why offense team shouldn't have a lock too.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they added more team slots too, because with 5 teams, it just still wasn't enough for me either. Although they are different blessings, so I don't know if that actually limits like what you can put on that team. I guess. I wonder if you can't put like people without the blessing. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense.
I don't know. I kind of thought maybe they would like maybe they don't lock offense, so like one of your like you can't have like I can't have a like 2 builds of a Hellbindy and switch between each one. Like I have to commit to one build. No, I don't know. It was.
Oh, what do you mean, like on 2 different teams? You're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that was talked about a lot more.
I've seen a lot of people do this thing where they set up a brigade where they have a certain skill set. So they'll select that brigade and they'll equip the skill set and all those people, and they basically just make an Aether Raids brigade for that. I don't know why brigade is so insane.
There's an error. I just saw there's an update to the node board. There's an error in the demote, or not the demote, but the remove thing.
Oh, really?
It has green Olwen, but it's blue Olwen that's taken out.
Oh, because of the character name, the description?
Or I think the name is right, but it's under green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's blue Olwen, not green Olwen.
But you're talking about like the character title is how you know that it's the wrong one? Or no?
This board.
What'd you say? Cutting out a little bit. I'm gonna pop in and back out. Pavise says, "Okay, cool. Won't join then. The like-dislike ratio on Faye channel not looking too hot."
Gen 1 units get dusted from the summoning pool. Thanos new snap.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, like I don't want to sound like I'm being pessimistic. Like I don't get it. Like I get it, but like, is it just a place where like I can watch my units just like do scripted events?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, oh, cool. Like that's neat. Sounds like a waste of time. Like, I don't know. You earn points by participating, I suppose.
There's clearly going to be different buildings where like different interactions can happen in each. So I'm hoping some cool stuff can happen. But yeah, if they just have like some generic
If I'm
default.
being kind of quiet, the Discord call keeps like cutting out, so I can't really respond. So I can't really hear anything.
You want me to recall it? What happened?
Discord being Discord.
Yeah. It's the biggest issue with Discord.
Just being Discord.
Choppiness. Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Being Discord is a pitfall.
Yeah, I don't know. I was waiting for a new mode to be able to play with and interact with units. Because it was just like, you'd get some cool new units, but aside from like looking at them on their page and maybe bringing them to a battle, there's nothing else you can do. So
this
I'm
seems
definitely
like
happy about that.
This seems like a fun Twitter thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, like you post just screenshots of like goofy situations.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be all over the Reddit. Trust me, with certain characters having nightmares of other things, and
yeah,
you know it. You know it.
They're gonna meme this so hard. This is the meme mode.
There's already a million memes and art on Fire Emblem Heroes, and there's gonna be even more now.
Yeah, it's meme mode.
I like how they move around the map, though. I do. It reminds me of
I like how they just like hop constantly.
Yeah, it's like Me Plaza or something like that, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm reading through this Aether Resort pass right now.
Yeah, I want to read the. Did they just
Is it
keep...
a one-time thing for 3 orbs, or do you have to pay it every month?
Okay.
I
wish they had captions here.
They so all the descriptions on the Aether Raids or the Aether Resort stuff. Okay, actually they changed it. It looks like they changed it for Panic Manor. Panic Manor, an eerie manor that is best avoided after dark. I wonder if that has like interactions with other buildings then. I really don't get why they put like normal Aether Raid stuff in the resort. It's kind of weird, but I guess maybe they're trying to add
like
more
the
depth.
traps and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, the traps.
Maybe they didn't want to make new images.
I don't know. I get the generic stuff, like that's just cool for your thing. So the armory, a structure that contains a collection of replica weapons for heroes to sample. The stock is updated periodically too. Heroes cannot use this structure to learn new skills or change their equipped skills. I don't get it. Are you just like looking at what they look like with different stuff then? Just like a...
So your Aether Resort pass at the exchange of 3 orbs gives you more like gain for your R&R points, which in turn make you build more structures, which give you Aether Stones.
I guess so,
So
yeah.
you're spending orbs for Aether Stones.
Oh, so this...
I think is that worth it?
This must be that mode that they talked about a long time ago in that poll where they asked people if we would like some kind of a village feature or something like. Do you remember that?
Wait, what? Repeat the question.
They had this official poll they did. It was like the beginning of last year, I think. So it's been over a year at this point. And they had one like one-off question in there where they said basically, would you be interested in a mode that was like a village that you could build or something like that?
Oh yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is that.
That could be that.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of that? Like you have to spend orbs to get like
it's probably just to speed it up,
so
but
it's not like a huge deal, but it's like
yeah. It reminds me a little bit of like Bravely Default. I don't know if you guys have played that game, but you had a village in that you had to wait like real-time hours to come back and have stuff be built, a shop that you could buy from or like get healing items or something like that. It's kind of how it is looking so far to me. I don't know. I mean, I like that feature, but yeah, if it's going to cost orbs to like double the speed, then you know all the min-max people will be instantly doing that every single time trying to get the max like Aether Raid stones out of it. I don't know. Maybe it's
for
fine.
Sure. Maybe like I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Like it seems like another. I guess it's another means to get Aether stones as a byproduct of like participating in Aether Resort, which I guess is cool.
Yeah. So they conveniently cropped off the bottom of Hot Spring. I can't read it, but it says a structure where heroes can relax in a nice hot spring. Apparently it is a natural spring too. That's all I've got. So I wonder if it'll be like the end of Tap Battle, that kind of a hot spring type of deal. You just see a couple people's heads floating around in the water. It's probably all it is. It just seems like a fluff mode, I guess. So I kind of hope it has a little bit more than that, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just happy it's here at all, to be honest with you, because I felt like we needed something like this.
Yeah, it's just gonna be memes all day.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. You just need to spend orbs to meme harder.
Yep. Get that meme hot spring built.
Yeah.
With Garen, Riss, and I don't know, Elise or somebody in there.
So 2 new modes and rarity changes effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm actually, you know what? I'm okay that they I'm okay that they did what they did with like taking them out, because I think they'll probably have more focus banners of the Gen 1 units, which is I think a fine alternative to getting pity broken by them. And if you're building like +10 like Deirdre or whatever, or Sigurd or Alm or whatever, you're not really gonna have that high likelihood of getting there from just pulling on other banners anyway.
Yeah.
So I think if they just have more focused banners for the Gen 1 units that people can choose to summon on or not, I actually think that's fine. The only one I care about is Hector.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
I'm pretty neutral with that. Like,
because now
it's nice. Like if
no distant counter in the regular pool.
Can you get Hrid in the pool?
No, he's legendary.
Oh, yeah, he's a legendary. Yeah. There has to be another character. Is there really none? There's Hrid and that's it.
Oh, no, you're right.
With DC?
Nyla.
Yeah, Nyla has that.
Right.
So,
but, yeah.
He's, she's gonna be in them new banners. So you might be
never mind. That's okay.
If you get the pass, you receive double R&R affinity the next 7 times you get your daily R&R affinity. So it lasts a week. 3 orbs for a week.
3 orbs a week. That's 12 orbs a month, boss. It's 24 orbs every 2 months.
Look at that.
That's like 140 orbs per year, dog.
Plus with the orbs they took away from us last time.
Hoy lad.
You
Hoy
got
lad, that's a
even
lot of
bigger,
cash.
even bigger deficit of orbs. I hope they give us more.
More, yeah, maybe.
More orbs, yeah. And I don't
Maybe
think they'll
maybe
do
through the
that.
allegiance thing now. I don't know. It sounds like kind of a chore to
It
have to
said
play
they-
that now
It said
too.
that they gave you the dragon flowers, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
We do need more of those, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna check this like-dislike ratio.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Oh, there's no like-dislike ratio in the...
Did they disable it?
Did they disable it?
Did they unlist the video?
Oh, you're on the stream still. Let me see.
Are you sure? I'm watching.
Are you not?
Is it?
Hold on. Let me. I'm opening up another window.
They uploaded it. 595 likes, 925 dislikes.
Oh, I'm on the stream. LOL. Let me cut that out.
925 dislikes to 595 likes.
Noise.
But you know, I'm gonna press the link.
Man, the Japanese are like upset.
Is that one worse?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Really? Like, I thought, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like super egregious to me. Like...
Yeah, I don't think this
I
is.
think it's fine. I think people are just upset about the pool with them taking out Gen 1.
Yeah, and I could see some people being mad about pair up too and being limited to legendaries.
Yeah,
That's definitely gonna get some hate.
That kind of has me a little cheesed, for sure. And, like, orb... What else? What other currency could you use that for? 3 orbs. Why orbs, you know?
Yeah.
Why would you pick orbs?
Why not like why not like arena medals or something?
Currencies you have, yeah, like
We
medals.
still have so many medals.
Yeah.
We have no like badges and stuff. Nope.
How many medals do you have? Like,
That's a good question.
Let me look at how many medals I have.
That's
I know a lot of people probably have more than I do.
That's a great question. I'll look at mine. So for the rarity changes, we're looking at Soleil, Male Morgan, Shigure, Tailtiu, Libra, Nana, Legault, and Soth. That's pretty good. Silas, he has what is it, like even defense wave or something like that? I guess that's fine. La Rochelle.
Oh yeah, he has even defense wave and steady stance, so that's actually pretty ballin'.
Steady stance 3. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reading chat right now, and it's like it's starting to be really upset, and now people are like explaining why people are upset, and now people like aren't upset anymore.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I could be happier with it, but I'm not upset.
Yeah, I didn't really have any expectations going into.
I think it's an improvement. I do.
Right, yeah. I just wish we got this kind of stuff more often. Like I was talking about earlier. I just think we need, like, if you're going to do this now, like 6 months from now, it'd be great to have another something like this. And maybe I don't expect new modes, but like the demotions like should have happened a long time ago, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how many medals I have. I guess I can open up the ROM, but it's going to take a minute. I have 21,227 arena medals that I guarantee you will never be used.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Unseen Force.
It seems like it's mixed. I feel like the only thing that has there been, there must be like really good updates that had like good likes and dislikes recently. Or is it always just,
the
like,
Beast.
bad?
I think when the Beast came out, that was good. It was back to a healthy ratio probably for that moment. Unseen Force says, I just lost it. It was something about I pulled a Hawkeye recently and no one believes me. No one believes I got a 5-star Hawkeye recently. Ouch. That's a shame. I actually like Hawkeye. He's a cool character.
I love his art. I love Hawkeye's art. Man.
Yeah, he got Hakan art, so he's got them thick thighs and stuff going on.
Oy, lad.
I do like Hawkeye as a character and an FEH art, but I had a really bad pity break incident. I spent like 300 orbs for like the New Year's Azura. I ended up getting her eventually, but I didn't get like anyone, and after 300 it was a 5-star Hawkeye. I was pissed.
Yikes. You got her as your freebie though, right? Something like that, if I remember correctly.
No, I got her back in a YOLO.
Oh, okay.
On the same banner, so it was okay, and she was attack, so it was worth it. But
I like when you
Heroes
spend
with
that
odd
much, but
waves.
then you get like a good payoff. Well, you get like a couple 5-stars at the end instead of like wasting 300 orbs for one 5-star. That stinks.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Oh man, Saber. Oh hey. Oh no. I thought Saber was demoted there. I'm reading the wrong thing. Wouldn't that be nuts if Saber got demoted?
Yeah, especially with his refine, because his refine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, but he is not.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's axed out of what? Like they made him even more rare now. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't,
he's already one of the rarest units.
Yeah, he's like you can't even summon him anymore by luck in the new banners. Like, okay, that's not a big deal. Like, no one's like hungry as heck for a Saber, but it's just kind of funny how he's like even more rare now.
Yeah. Yeah, they took out Eldigan, Corel, Sigurd, Mia, Ira.
I do kind of agree with like a lot of these. Like, I'm sad at like I
Imagine if these were 4s though. You know what I mean? How amazing would that be if you got a great unit, all you had to do was spend 20k to upgrade them? You know?
Yeah, that is true. You make a very good point.
Like, I see no reason why we can't have like OG Ike as a 3-star. I guess it's kind of like demoting or you know what I mean, like embarrassing for the character, but Marth is a 3-star. So I don't know.
You're right.
He has good
Elwood
fodder,
is
but
Roy.
yeah. He has better fodder, but
Warren.
Eldigan's a 4-star, right?
no.
No, 5-star
Really?
locked.
Never
Well,
mind.
yeah. Well, I guess he's still 5-star locked. Yeah.
Yeah, wait a minute. So you said, is Olwen Righteous Knight the green one, or is that the blue one? Let me take a
And
look.
that's the blue one, but she's under the green pool. One that's out of the pool.
I gotta see this.
Skip to 12:53.
Oh, actually, no. Blue Mage Knight. Blue Mage Knight is the title of the blue one. Righteous Knight is
yeah, Righteous Knight is green.
the
Yeah.
green Olwen.
But so then why not blue Olwen? Wait, was she in here? Did I miss her?
No.
No, she's not. That is so weird. But they do it to the
Yeah, they
newer,
just
better
made
one.
a mistake. Yeah. No, they corrected that. That's a mistake. That's an error.
Oh, okay.
They
10 orbs?
already.
Compensation orbs.
Nah,
exactly
they won't.
3 orbs that will make us the first
The
Aether
first
Resort,
week.
a freebie.
All right, let's see what chat's saying.
Jenny being gutted. She's pretty good, eh? Like, she has Wrathful Staff.
Yeah. I never sacked my Jenny. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I like Jenny too much.
Yeah, on the message board it says.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me open
Blue
up my.
Mage Knight Olwen.
Let me see if I can open up my emulator for a second here. Anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. I saw that we had like 1,200 at one point. I wasn't really watching it the whole time, so I wasn't sure what was going on with it, but
Okay, I'm just gonna read some of these chat comments out. My expectations were low, but holy poop.
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't think
is
it's
the
good.
question.
Honestly, as a data science major, I agree with these changes. It will be easier for people to pull new and special heroes, and the other characters will still be available for fodder banners.
That's fine.
I think it's fine. It's there on fodder banners and focus unit ban. I think people are kind of.
I don't understand why they can't just demote units like and Mist, or just feels like side skirting.
I think the reason they're not demoted because then like the 3 and 4-star pool is so saturated that it's impossible to pull like your desperation and your fury and stuff that's already so hard to pull. I think that's why.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just won't that just like always happen as the game just progresses? Shit's gonna get harder to find.
Maybe they could do something where it's like the completely garbage heroes that nobody wants to pull at all could be turned into like free heroes, or like, remember in the very beginning we had the dailies where you could get like a 1-star or 2-star version of people.
Yeah, it's like it's not, the cycle hasn't changed in 2.5 gosh darn years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. They
Oh my
kinda
god, they
forgot-
have
I
to
kinda
change that
forgot
up.
They exist. They could put mist or whatever on there.
Yeah, they definitely could, but they haven't changed it. It's literally been they never changed it. It's like, yes, I definitely have a Gunter already, okay, boss? Like, it's been 2 years. I have my 2-star Gunter. Please give me someone else for free.
All right, we got heroes back up.
I need my free units, boss. Spare me some Ephraims.
Let's take a look at this.
Please.
They should honestly make it easier to +10 certain characters. Maybe even just like year 1 people. That would be awesome. Like maybe they don't want to do that with heroic grails, but like some way of pulling them easier. I think it should be easier to +10 more people, and not just the free, you know, people you have 10 copies of. All right, let's put on some music though, because I didn't have anything else. Is that too loud? All right. So, taking a look at the notice board here. 47 5-star heroes who appeared up until version 1.8.0 will no longer appear in new hero summoning events. And special hero summoning events. And we're getting an Odd Wave skills banner. This we know.
You know what? I'm like, I think I like that change. I definitely think. I think that. Yeah, I like that change. I like that change. It'd be really fresh to be like, yeah, like to let it kind of sit and be like, oh wait, no, it would be fresh to get like consistently more new gen units.
I really don't care. Like when I was summoning for Tabarn, I spent about 700 orbs on all colors of the banner. The only focus units I got were one of each Heron, and I got like 2 Lucinas, an Eldigan, a Leaf, like just like a bunch of pity breakers that aren't really good fodder, and then I got 1 like plus speed Ilger as a pity breaker, and like that's a new unit I didn't have, and I actually ended up using that Ilger a lot. If like more of my pity breakers were characters like that, I would totally be fine.
Yeah, because like, doesn't it make sense that like basically now, if you have to summon in the red pool character you want, it's like now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So like 20 less red units to get. Like, isn't basically that's what's happening for new heroes? Like there's 20 less heroes you won't get anymore.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So that sounds like a good thing.
I think that's fine. I understand the people that want to +10 those heroes, or that maybe never got those heroes. It's still not like impossible to get them, and some of those heroes even like appear on like legendary banners, like Loot, Brave Lyn is on the current mythic banner.
Brave Lyn is in like every banner in the universe.
I don't know why.
I think I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think Brave Lyn's also in Dragalia Lost and Langrisser. Wow, crazy! She's everywhere.
Okay, that's another thing we didn't talk about. So no Dragalia units and heroes.
Yeah, that's something I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm fine with no crossover right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people are disappointed though.
And the there's 20 reds that are gone, 8 blues, 9 greens for some reason, and like 8. Yeah, so 20 reds gone, and I think everything else is like comparably like less. Not 20 heroes gone for every color, which wouldn't really make a lot of sense because there's obviously more reds than everything else. I kind of dig that, man. Like that sounds like a good change.
I think it's fine. I'd understand it's just like for the people that want heroes, they're so hard now. But there will be ways to get them, like on this Odd Wave banner, any of these like skill banners, and it sounds like the Bound Hero Battle ones. Like just as long as they're not new characters or special heroes, because you don't really go onto new characters or special heroes looking to get a pity breaker or just whatever. If you summon on a Christmas banner, you're trying to get the Christmas units. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that sense, it's great, but
yeah. So I think it's fine.
I guess it just means that we're gonna have a steady influx of like old school banners coming out every now and again to kind of give people more chances to get some of those Gen 1, Gen 2 people.
Yeah, gotta work hard to get my second Hector ever.
Yeah. We had some super chats I missed. One of them from some ordinary viewer says, still waiting for castle customization. They better, let me say this.
Some ordinary gamer? That's a channel I watch.
I don't know, actually.
The creepypasta guy?
He does like deep web shit like that. His name is
Yeah, like Macaw or something. I don't know. I know who you're talking.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I do hope
I
that
used to watch him all the time.
throughout this
Nice.
year, I would love to see more castle backdrops. Like the fact that they gave us this new one, they better not stop here. I would love seasonal backdrops. Like Halloween, I want like a spooky castle interior and stuff like that. I don't see why that would be that
I
hard.
hope they keep doing this.
Yeah.
I hope they keep doing this, especially because I think it's kind of funny. I never ever upgrade my castle. I don't think there's any point to getting more experience because you have to grind for SP anyway. And now my castle's the same as everyone else's. So
Wait, so did you actually not upgrade it at all?
I have the carpeted castle. I upgraded it maybe once or twice.
Oh, holy crap. That's got to be super rare.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's no point in having like extra experience. You have crystals if you really need it that fast, as you grind for SP anyway. So
Yep.
I don't know. I don't see a point in upgrading the castle. That's my precious orbs. I'm pretty close. To
It wasn't that much, was it?
It was like 20 in total, wasn't it?
That's too much. That's too much. What I'm saying is, look at Lucky Crit's one orb. He's ready. He's
Dude, I'm
ready.
balling. I'm rolling. I actually pulled
You have orb?
yes. And
I have
orb.
798.
It's because I pulled on the legendary banner. I got two, I'm sorry, Yoons, because apparently Yoon is the pronunciation we're going with now.
It's Yune.
I know.
Yo!
As goofy as that original localization can be, I still kind of like that one and probably prefer that one. But I
She
guess
looks high as hell. Just
I guess for a chaos goddess, you wouldn't have like a Yune. I don't know.
Is that neutral, or do you just not have the checker on?
It is neutral. Yeah, I didn't like the other IV, so
Oh, okay.
merged them. But also grabbed I grabbed two legendary Riomas back to back. I was kind of hoping to get another Brave Celica for the Deathblow 4 fodder, but that didn't happen. So
I have a plus attack Brave Celica. I love her so much.
I like her. I like the Hidari artwork and everything, but I never used her, so I just figured it was time.
Yune is adorable. Do you think she'd like head pats?
Well, maybe you'll find out in the new Aether Resort
in
mode.
Aether Resorts. Maybe you can tuck her in bed and see what happens.
Oh my god.
And the second super chat we have from Core Ninsin95. Cheers, Steve. Love, Steve. Thank you, Steve. The Yune banner hated me, says Kat. Yeah, actually, I tried to summon for Yune. I know she's not like the greatest, but I kind of just went in on green because I wouldn't mind getting another Halloween
One of
Kagero.
the best weapons in the game, honestly.
Is it?
I would argue that. Yeah, she gets buffed for getting debuffs and gets a guaranteed double.
That is
and
true.
like debuffs are everywhere now.
That's
Debuffs are
very true.
everywhere. Yeah. That's kind of the same thing with Adon is what makes her so good is that she doesn't, get debuffed to death.
Yep. Yeah, the banner didn't treat me well at first, though. I kept popping in for greens, and it was just nothing. Just blocking me each time.
I kind of tried to go for blues and greens, but I didn't get anything. But I only spent maybe less than 20.
Yeah. I'm always paranoid on these banners, because it's like I feel like I should just go in and do the full pull, just in case I get another color. But yeah, I didn't really want another Brave Lyn from Colorless, so did not do that.
I'd be fine with another air, but I have.
Yeah. You're still cutting out a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I said I'd be fine with another air, but
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either, actually. And who else was in it? There's somebody else in Colorless. Oh, Halloween Mia. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I have one, but she has Hone Flyers and the Speed Res Bond, I think.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some cool builds with her Witchy Wand.
I really wish she came with one of those super bombs. The only ones that have them are Veronica Loki.
Yeah.
But they've added like the new Bruno. They added Odo, and they added Mia all after Brave Veronica. No one else has those super bombs.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff, like, I've spent money on the game, and there's still fodder that's just so incredibly rare that I don't know how people are supposed to make some of these builds. I was actually looking on Game Press the other day, and I forget what unit it was for, but like literally every build was recommending attack speed solo for the A slot for this character.
It's probably the most premium offensive
I know,
slot
but
in the
like
game.
who has legendary Ericas to throw around and just give attack speed solo to everybody?
Chaz put it on his Olin.
I did see that. Yeah, he did actually. It's legit, but I don't know. I wish that, like, in general, fodder was more available. What I would actually really like to see is a mode where you can experiment with builds. That, like, you just go in there and give somebody whatever you want and see if you like it. So then when you leave and you're actually, like, inheriting stuff, you have a better idea of if it's a waste of time or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, something to help you make builds. That would be cool. Of course, gotta rep
If
the
I had
Gunter.
legendary Erica, I don't think I'd fodder her though.
Yeah, it's tough. People were mad.
She's really good.
I foddered a Harid and people were mad on the last stream.
No.
I had like 3 or 4 Harids, so trust me, they went around.
I mean, I guess because like it's beneficial to merge your legendary hero.
Yeah, but they have such good stuff that it's like.
It's got DC, like.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do it. Scout John 2102 says, "Lucky Crit, give me all your orbs, boy. I actually would, considering I have 1 lonely orb."
Why do you have all that investment and then guard 2?
Because he's not done. This is the aftermath of what I did on that stream when I gave him giant spoon.
I watched it.
Yeah.
Where he hates the rabbit people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the little montage at the end of that was quite something.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't finish his kit.
I watched most of your videos, Stevie, especially
thank
the
you.
Heroes ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't finish his build yet. He just is kind of sitting here with that.
Yeah.
It happens.
I actually really love my Spring Alphonse. He is real awesome. I free summoned him when that band first came out, the Hairs at the Fair.
Yep.
And he was plus speed minus res, and I just built him up, and he's actually like really good. Oh, and you have another one too.
Yeah, I kept. Typically, I like to keep like one of everybody, but there's occasions where I'm like, I don't care, and I'll just sack them.
That's what I'm gonna do with my. I really like Soren, but my Valentine gonna. Once I max out his hero merit, his rally's gonna get given to Robin or someone.
Yeah. I forgot about Voting Gauntlet today. I already claimed my stuff, but it looks like I missed out on these. I mean, I guess I can get the flags later, but. How do you feel about the new Voting Gauntlet changes?
Voting Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I feel like it. I know they tried for the stronger bonus. They tried to keep it kind of on the down low,
yeah.
Like a really small bonus. But I still feel like it's harder for the other team to get ahead.
Yeah, I think the highest bonus I saw was plus 3%.
Because it is a popularity contest, you know? Like,
right.
I mean, the losing bonus is still a lot bigger than the winning bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta play with it, but I do kind of like that if you can't be checking in all day, you can kind of just pop in and blow all your little thing. I don't know what to call it.
I love that because I work full time.
Yeah,
Granted,
exactly.
I can use my phone at work.
But it's like never the best, and you never want people like walking by seeing you playing Fire Emblem Heroes at work.
Yeah.
Although there's worse games you could be playing, let me tell you.
I don't know. People have come in and been like, "Oh, is that?"
Is it what?
Who?
People have like come into my office and been like, "Are
you keep conveniently cutting off?" What are they asking?
Sorry. Okay. People keep coming into my office and saying, "Oh, is that Grand Blue?"
Oh, really?
Yeah. No.
Enough people know about Grand Blue?
I guess so.
I feel like it's a much more like rare game. It definitely has its audience. I mean, I enjoy it. I play it pretty casually. But for somebody at your work to know about it, that's interesting.
Yeah, I only play Dragalia as another gacha.
That is smart. Do not have more than that on your phone. It is a mistake. It's a mistake. Let me count. I'm gonna count right now how many gachas I have on my phone.
Stevie, I was actually like surprised at how heavy of a gacha. I don't know.
It wasn't like it's never been a thing for me, but ever since Heroes, I was kind of wondering. I wanted to see like how other people did it and if they did do it better, especially in some of the like lull periods with Heroes when I wasn't too happy with it. Like I wouldn't uninstall Heroes. I still really love Heroes, but during the times when I'm like, I don't feel like playing this, I kind of like looked around to see what else there was. So I don't know how clear this is going to come off, but I still have Food Fantasy. I actually did kind of a stupid review video for that, but the footage didn't work out, so that one never went out. I have Dragalia, but I don't play Dragalia. I just
What's
recently...
the one with the childs? You did a video on that.
Destiny Child. Destiny
That one
Child.
was weird.
I have a strange affinity for that game, but yes, it is definitely the most like absurd, lewd gacha game you could think of.
Do you just like see these ads like YouTube videos? Like you're like, I'll give it a try.
What'd you say?
Like, you know how like these ads like show up on YouTube stuff and like Twitter and whatnot? Do you just like click them? Oh, that looks mildly interesting. I'll give it a try.
Not for these. I was actually watching another YouTuber that does a lot of mobile game conversations and like video updates, and he'll talk about new games that come out. And so I think I found a couple through him. His name is FG3000. Shout out to him. But yeah, no, I think I was just kind of like looking around what else is on the App Store, trying to figure out if I liked anything. Still got the Langrisser because I do legitimately like that game. I don't play it every day, unfortunately. It's just like too much.
I refuse to touch it. I refuse to touch it. I'm just like too into Fire Emblem. Like not. Like,
is it sacrilegious to you?
It's the enemy, bro.
I just like
the enemy.
My pet peeve is when people are like, "Why do you play FEH when like Langrisser does like everything better?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, because." Attached, and all these Langrisser players were super attached to the Langrisser franchise before the game.
Well, it's kind of funny because if there's probably a slightly different universe in this one where Langrisser became popular like Fire Emblem, and Fire Emblem never came to the West. You know what I mean? Aside from like one game, we could be playing that right now in that universe.
Hasn't Langrisser actually been out for like a year in Japan? Thing, and they just localized it kind of recently?
I think it was like September, so like six or 7 months, something like that.
I would love to see Fire Emblem Heroes like ads in the style of like Langrisser.
Oh my, people would be furious, dude.
Oh, dude, it would be hilarious, dude. It'd be great. Their ads are like, what is even this game? I don't understand. And, like the caption.
Yeah, they're really. I think it's kind of funny, but I understand why people hate it.
What is this? Isn't there swords and stuff? Is this just girl like booty jeans? Like what's?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Freya.
The exact one with like the booty shorts. Like,
yes.
What game is this?
It's clickbait.
It is, yeah. I feel like they're like A/B testing.
And attacking people, you're like, what the hell? It's like.
Yeah, and that's the sad part too, is because in my opinion, I think the best thing about Langrisser are the mechanics. So it's kind of sad that they're not like advertising that. They're advertising like the waifus instead.
Also, the summoning animation for Langrisser weird with a still picture, and it's just like these hands like moving. It's really fake.
I like the pocket watch thing though. I'm cool with that.
Guess.
I have 23 orbs. I just signed back in.
Oh, you gonna summon Ghast?
Yeah, boss. I got 20 orbs out of nowhere. What's going on?
Oh, you haven't played in a long time.
If you haven't logged in for more than a month, they give you like 20 orbs.
Holy crap, dude. Ghast rolling in orbs now.
Are you serious right now? Why do I even play? I'll just like do my hiatus again and come back.
You still get more if you just play.
Yeah, okay, but who has time for that? All right, redeem Yune. All right, boss, let's do it. What color is she? Green?
Green. Is the banner? I thought it ended yesterday for some reason.
Ends in 2 hours.
I think it ends tonight, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's still here.
I'm at 8.5.
Yeah, it's tonight.
I got church.
It ends tonight, yeah.
All right, who else we got here?
It ends tonight.
I like that
When
song.
darkness turns bright.
I ruined that song for myself. I listened to it too many times.
I love All American
I just
Region.
got another church on the guy. Cherish, come on.
I'm putting your guys' channel links in the description of this stream, by the way, because I forgot to do it earlier. Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm insulted.
It'll be
good,
here,
boss.
and if I clip it later, we'll see what happens.
You're just
I'll link you
using
guys.
me for your I don't know.
You found
Just kidding.
exposed. You found me out.
Yeah. Man, I remember the reason I signed out of this game was because that stupid event, and I got like legendary Lyn.
Oh,
was
that's
so
what made you
cheesed.
rage quit?
Yeah, you tweeted that out. Yeah. I actually uninstalled and didn't play for a month.
I got
It's
legendary
my first time
Zura.
signing back.
That's awesome. That was so ironic too, because you had just made that post about how like there was more to Lyn than people thought, and then like literally the next tweet you send out is like, I hate this game, and it's like Lyn.
It's actually hilarious, but oh my god, that made me so upset.
I wouldn't have minded. Like, some people were acting like she was like she's definitely not the best green that could have been on that event, but like she's definitely not a bad hero. I have her, and I wouldn't have actually minded because mine's like plus defense minus res, so I wouldn't have minded a different IV. I got my first ever legendary Azura, and I actually kind of hate legendary Azura because I have a bridal minion that I gave aerobatics, and keep in mind, Flying Mino is a merge project for me, so the aerobatics is a big deal. I give aerobatics and attack tactic to her, and she's a
Ouch.
blue flag mage.
Yep.
So who's like the best unit for this new money band?
For what?
Like the Marissa Pala.
Oh.
Pala.
Yeah, great. So go red.
Yeah.
She's the most interesting, actually. Yeah.
Oh, there's 4 reds here. Oh my goodness. And then there's 4 reds and 1 gray.
There you go. I feel bad for Marissa, to be honest.
Well,
'Cause...
I got Aira, so rest in peace. That's never.
Oh, there you
gonna
go.
happen again.
Oh, congrats, dude.
Is that your first
Yeah,
one?
no, it's like actually like my 5th.
Oh, sweet.
There you go.
Merger.
That's a nice welcome back gift, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna be great. I mean, like once the new system comes out, I won't be able to get her anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, just not on new banners. But most of the time, you're trying to.
I know. I'm kidding.
Chaz is watching. I see that, Chaz.
What's up, Chewie?
Chaz says, I went on the chat by accident. You can join in if you want. I don't know how much longer we'll go for, but we're still talking. I feel bad for this new Marissa. I really wish they made her more unique.
I really wish it wasn't her.
Okay, I'm in.
I really wish it was just Garrick.
Is that Chaz?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
Hi.
you sound so different, Chaz. What happened?
Because I'm using a different computer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the mic sounds like a good investment.
Yeah. You don't have to butter me up. You know, you had me at Goosaphone, don't we?
Aw, thanks.
Welcome, Chaz. Chaz, did you watch the FEH channel?
I did. I was on Stage's channel actually for a while.
Oh, really? How do you feel about it? As a former Fire Emblem Heroes player, I'd like to hear your opinion.
I was a good cop during the stream. I was the person who said, you know what, because people know what they want right now, and it gives them a better the ability to snipe and get what they want. You know, just because we don't have these people on the random 5-star pool doesn't mean we're never going to see them again. You can focus in on what you want to get and just snipe them.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yep.
I don't think it's a bad thing. Choice. Of
I think
knows?
it's a step
If
in the
I-
right direction.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I just pulled an era, but if I didn't want the era and I was like, hey, if I logged in and this new system was in, maybe I would have gotten my new Gen
Yeah.
3. Is this Gen 3 now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're in
Gen
Gen
3 red.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish the trap disabling skill on the Pala was like a little bit better, but it's kind of too niche for people to actually play with, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the skills that are just like there to deactivate other skills. I guess the trap is not really, it's kind of in that same category. But stuff like Hardy Bearing and like offshoots like that.
Why isn't Hardy Bearing a B skill?
Is it? What is it? It's a. Oh, it's a.
I know, but
yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. Because it's like it's built into like the weapon. So
Nobody, I feel like nobody would use it as B though, because Ophelia and Aether raids with the special spiral build, people always slap that seal on her because then you can't vantage her to death. Like that's really good. Yeah, but losing out in special spiral.
I don't know. It'd just be cool to have as a skill. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have a lot. I feel like they need to put a lot more thought into the C. The C slot is kind of being deprived. There's a lot of people don't kind of sleep on it. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like they could put a lot more stuff in there. A lot of stuff that was relegated to the B slot, because C is like your assist, but like it's almost like a throwaway slot in some cases.
Yep.
Stevie, I added you in Discord's thing, just for the description.
What happened?
I just added you something for the description because the
Oh, okay.
The weird one.
Yep. I wish they would change that too. The weird string of text, the gobbledygook.
Like I literally I made this account, and Mang said don't change it because I had like 170 subs and that I should keep it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. All right, I updated it. Yeah, we should get like.
Wait, hold on, my headset died.
The vanity URLs do work, but I don't know why. Like whenever you go to your channel, it always just goes right back to that gobbledygook, like random crap.
I'm still wondering who Lazul is. Who's Lazul? Do you know?
What are you referencing? Is that in yours?
And Lazul.
Oh, Zerul. Z-E.
Zerul.
Yeah. I meant to ask him about that. Did he have somebody else that made videos with him at first?
I think he did.
Yeah.
I thought that's kind of what it was too.
Mangs and Panzer.
No, it couldn't. That couldn't be the same guy. No.
Panzer's just his boy.
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking about Panzer?
Yeah,
we're talking about Panzer. The frickin' Panzer.
You know, I actually really want to play Wargroove.
I haven't tried it yet. Looks pretty good though.
I bought it. I played it with Sages, and then I just haven't picked it up again. People say it's a combination of what are the two? Killer
Advanced
Instinct.
Wars and
Oh, okay.
Killer Instinct.
Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
No. People say it's a combination of Fire Emblem and Advanced Wars, but it's really just Advanced Wars. It's not. There's no fire. It's set in high fantasy, I guess.
Right.
So it's Fire Emblem.
It's the fantasy skin. Yeah.
Skin.
What's up, Master NX?
Oh, hey, Master NX
Welcome.
is here. What's up?
He always tunes into streams.
I just arrived with some memes.
Chase Aria LLC is here.
Is back.
Yeah. You know what? If Shining Force made a mobile game, I would be like later Fire Emblem.
Would you shell for that, Ghast? If they reached out to you for a sponsorship?
Yes. Okay. I would only if you know what? I would. I don't even care what the context would be. If they had like Shining Force mobile and like Bowie and shit were like the main characters, I'd be game. I'd be game AF.
Yeah. What if they had like really bad waifu ads that turn a lot of people off though? Would you still do it?
Yeah. You know what? I feel like I've Fire Emblem has like desensitized me to like waifu ads and stuff because they go so hard in it. Every single summoning banner in Fire Emblem has like the ratio of guys to girls is like 3 to 1.
Look at what we're looking at right
4
now.
to 0. Exactly. Yeah. It's like 3 bunny girls.
I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely didn't just leave it up on that screen for way too long.
Yeah, you did, boss. Yeah, and it's like it's such a waifu game. It's come on, like I mean, no one's blowing their mind at like I don't know, not anyone not named Loki.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's no other IP except for Fire Emblem that would make me play Gacha ever again. Because I played Record Keeper, Final Fantasy Record Keeper, and I got into a dark place, as you do sometimes with gachas, and I was like, I'm never playing another gacha in my life. And then lo and behold,
Does that mean that like you spent too much money or something? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah, I spent too much money on it. And that was not as that game is notorious for being super unfair. That's like a real gacha system where you need to get characters with their weapons to unlock their full potential. And I think that Fire Emblem honestly is the only IP that could ever. I can't think of a single other IP that would make me want to play another gacha, but Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
For me, the only other one, and there is a gacha. It's Magic Record, but it's not in Japan. I mean, it's only in Japan. And I actually really actively want to play it because it's my favorite anime. And they're making an anime game, and they're making like figures of it and stuff, so it's doing well. I don't know why they won't just slap an English translation on it. That's like, you know, probably $1 million right there for something that's not that hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really weird how they made Olwen a.
Oh no, we figured it out. It's not that they made a mistake. It's the blue Olwen.
No, I was talking about that. I'm saying like when they actually made her, like because that's the whole thing is like, you know, it's Thunderhead. You know, Thunder is a blue orb, and then they just kind of made it like, oh, and then there's like a windstorm, so it's wind magic. Like look at the animation for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thunder tome. It's a thunder tome. It's a blue tome.
That is weird, isn't it? I didn't think about that actually.
I trust you.
I was mad about the new Olwen and Reinhardt at first, but I'm mad because we lost Thracia representation, but I really do like this new Olwen, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I agree with both of the points. I don't have her, but I have Nino, which has a very similar. I have a +10 Nino with odd attack wave.
I've got a +10 Olwen, regular Olwen. She's
yeah,
awesome.
I was talking about that because we were talking about who does attack speed solo.
Yeah, you get
around.
Yeah.
Do you not like Legendary Erica?
I got it from Legendary Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you not like her? What's wrong with you?
Any Sacred Stones characters, you know, they got the.
Oh, I see what it is.
Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. Yeah. I always try.
That's right. I got Ghast to back me up now too. I love Sacred Stones.
No.
Sacred Stones is the best. Just kidding. It's not the best, but it has the best dude, and his name is Garrett.
I feel like it has the best waifus in Fire Emblem too, honestly.
Really?
That's a bold claim. That is a bold claim.
Between Tana, Lara Shell, Marissa, I don't know. There's some good girls.
It's got a good collection, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. There's some good ladies there. Some good gents too. You know, Dusel, Mulder, Garrett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Sacred Stones is the best waifus.
Sacred Stones has a really good cast. I will admit that. The cast is incredible on both ends. Antagonists and protagonists.
Yeah. I really wish we would get more of like another creature campaign and something else. I know you hate that, Chaz, but I actually liked being able to recruit some of the enemy characters too. That's cool.
Oh no, I
We kind of got
when
like
I was a kid, that was like mind blowing. Like I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Freaking K-Log is now there. It's like how? Okay, his stats are garbo, but like who cares? I'm playing with K-Log now.
I don't mind that at all. See, I wish Awakening was a little bit more like that instead of the DLC being like. I don't want to spoil stuff for like anyone that hasn't played Awakening for whatever reason, but like a bunch of characters who canonically die are just like, oh, they were actually fine the whole time. They just washed up on this. Well, no, like Sacred Stones, like they give you those characters, but they don't like pussyfoot around it and say they lived through whatever happened in the story. It's just you can play as them.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, Ghast.
Yo.
If Garrick came out in a banner and you had 0 orbs, would you spend money to pull for Garrick? There's my question for you.
You know what? Here's my thing. Here's my thing with Heroes, and this is what my perspective has become. Like, I like the when there's a character that it's like the idea of having that character, not necessarily like spending effort to get it. Like,
yeah, Okay.
Like I'm not committed to Heroes these days enough to be like, I'm gonna get like Garrick's out, I'm gonna shell out like 200 bones, I'm gonna try to get a single copy. It's like, what am I gonna do with a copy these days? You know, like he's not gonna be part of my main line. He's just gonna be a dude that I have who's gonna like just like get old in my barracks. Like,
I mean, you can still use them in like just not in arena. You can even use them in AR.
yeah, but here's the thing, like I won't. Like I
There you
won't
go.
do that. And like so like the knowledge, like I'll have solace in knowing that Garrick's official art is out for Heroes. Like his quotes are there, his little sprite's there, and he's gonna be like, he's real, he's fierce, he's Garrick, he's the chief, he's in Heroes, he's recognized. That's like that's what I would love. I don't necessarily like really care if I didn't get Garrick. Like I'm not gonna like the fact that he's in there and he's recognized is great. Is great because he deserves recognition. He's my boy. He is the chief. Okay, moving on.
And you'll go back and update the thumbnail for the support science, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Because he's a male character.
Oh yeah, he's hopeless. That's
No, he'd be a
he is
TT
not getting
reward.
anything. Like he's
he'd
never
be-
coming in.
He'd be TT because Joshua and Marissa were both TT. Rutger was TT.
Yeah, you're right. That's his only shot. It's TT.
That's
Like,
sad.
Garrick, Garrick would be a free unit.
That's
If-
sad.
Okay.
Unless they made him, they could make him an axe or
Okay.
a bow cav, I guess. But
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna amend my previous statement. If he became a TT unit, I think I would reinstall the game just to like not spend any money, not worry about merges for like summoning, and I would strongly consider like making him a +10. That's what I would do.
You probably wouldn't.
so
have
you'd
to.
play AR to get enough grails to +10 him.
I think.
These new units that are coming out are like even at +1, +2 are toe to toe with a lot of +10s first gen.
Yeah, but it's just like
more about the scoring though.
yeah, but it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's just such like it like that'd be a commitment, man. Like I'd commit to that, a +10 Garrick. Not a lot can get me to commit to Heroes, but that would make me.
Yeah. I
Really.
kind of figured, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I lucked out so hard when Lachesis was one of the first units. I couldn't believe when Lachesis was added to
Just
Heroes.
wait for
was,
Master Knight Lachesis.
No, that I see. I wouldn't even for that. I wouldn't come back. But I was so happy when Lachesis came in from the start. Because that's like the last person before even Sigurd. Lachesis came in.
Yeah, from that sibling bonds.
Yeah. Sibling Bonds banner where they had Sanaki on it as well.
that was so.
Remember when they did cross-game banners for new heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a trip.
It was cool.
That was when spoilers were subtle and the Sanaki on the Sibling Bonds banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Black Knight.
Yeah, before Black Knight, before Yune, literally.
Oh my god, when they released Zelgius, oh my god, like can you be any more like?
I can't believe they did that with the black armor instead of the red. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's so
I know it's like, yeah, because even in RD, like Zelgius was in red fighting for Benyon.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you didn't know.
So silly.
I didn't know until the end. I'm really bad with those like telegraphed like hints at character reveals. I didn't even because obviously he's using a sword that looks a lot.
Well,
It
it
is a lot.
is literally the Alana.
I didn't like realize that. I didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
when he was there, it was like it's just. I mean, yeah, it's a
Wait,
nod to art.
you didn't play Radiant Dawn?
of course I played Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn is one of my favorite.
I thought you said that you didn't put two and two together. They were the same unit.
Yeah, well, in the first cutscene where interesting maneuver, he has the sword in his
Yeah.
hand, and that's
Yeah.
before his reveal.
Yeah, I wanted them to have that if they were gonna put. It would have still been easy to tell, sure, but like, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I'm really bad with those. Like I said, I just beat Thracia for the first time, and I didn't. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. I didn't realize a certain character is not as another certain character from a different game.
Enough. You don't want to tempt chat.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Okay, I shouldn't even.
Yeah, you should.
Everyone in my chat was like, "How did you not know? I can't believe you didn't know that. I know that, and I don't even play Fire Emblem."
I play Langrisser.
Sorry guys, I'm switching something around here.
For me, I actually thought Ninian was a spoiler.
Ninian's definitely a spoiler. Oh,
I'm surprised no one was upset about. I think it's really cool because that's something I always wanted was Ninian to be like a playable. Like if FE7 had a post game, that is something I would want. Even though her Dragonstone is destroyed.
I guess it's not the same relevance because when it comes to Zelgius and like Yune and the character that I was talking about, that's like a major endgame like plot reveal.
Yeah.
And Ninian is sort of like you kind of see it coming even when you're playing the game that she's a dragon. I don't know, but she's that dragon.
It's actually when I was a kid, that blew my mind. Like,
I played it for the first time 2 years ago, so I maybe didn't have the same relevance to me. The same relevance because I played it the worst way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried to play for rank my first time going through on hard.
Coward.
Hector hard or Elwood hard?
I have Eliwood hard unlocked because I bought the thing used.
Okay.
You just went all in, eh?
Yeah, because I went through Lynn's mode and I got 5 stars. I was like, wow, that was easy. I could do it.
Yeah, ranked runs aren't really fun, but
yeah,
I don't know. When Oswin's all like, yes, spectacular, then it's worth it, you know.
I think so. Right now, I just have Matthew being like, pretty good. You look good. I like you.
Matthew is one of my favorite Fire Emblem ever.
He's awesome.
Okay. If you get so when I was doing the Fire Emblem 7, and I spent like 2 billion turns like on like the last 2 chapters or something. If you get like 1 stars across the board, the ending like end card for like you as a tactician is like no one knew how the hell like Mark was able to get all these tactical victories.
Yep.
Oh my god, hold on, I have to find it.
That's what I got that my first playthrough. Actually, and someone told me it was like impossible, but I legit got that. Like I think you have to get like a 1 or 2 in like every.
Okay, hold on, there has to be.
The reason why I want to play.
War was fun.
I want to play through Hector hard mode, but I don't want to play through Hector normal mode.
Just get a save state, bro.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so
I don't want to play it anyway.
Okay, Mark, superb mind, tactician, rank A or S. A tactician whose brilliance changed the course of history. Byrne and Etruria so desired the skilled mind that they went to war. Okay. Mark, famed genius, B or C. This tactician vanished after the battle. Byrne, Lycia, and Etruria all sought those famed skills, but none ever found the tactician.
I'd like to...
Mark, suspect mind, D or lower. To this day, historians look back and question how these incomprehensible strategies ever led to victory.
I got that my first like playthrough when I was in grade. I remember exactly.
I swear it.
Where Linus with the tomahawk could have like killed pretty much anyone, but there was this one move I could do that turn where he would go for Oswin and Oswin would live. And then Oswin got 1% critted and he died. And then I was so mad. I was so mad that I just let everyone die except for like the lords, and I just beat the dragon, and there was Athos and the 3 lords.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I had fucking S supports. I had all this stuff that just got thrown into the trash. And I got that ending, and I saved over the epilogue, so I couldn't go and redo it because I was deathless up to that point. But I got that ending.
What's the conflict between FE6 again? Like, who goes to war with who? Is it literally burn in
It
Etruria?
is burn in Etruria, yeah.
Okay, so like, is this saying that like, if you're so good in FE7, you literally cause like a world war in Live? I've never even like considered this. Burn in Etruria so desired the skilled mind that they went to war. Like,
That
what?
is FE6. That is FE6.
Yikes.
It's literally just Fire Emblem 6. What the hell? Can you imagine Zephyel's like, oh man, I hate humanity, but I need this one fucking guy.
This guy's crazy.
Me trying to pull.
Yeah. This girl is fucking nuts. She killed everybody.
Literally no one in their army of like 15-year-olds died the entire war. They had so much money. They had like people growing so fast. Like they had like Nino leveled up and stuff. Like they had all these funds. They like did low turn counts. They were just so good.
That's hilarious. I never even considered that. Oh my god.
That's terrible. That's awful.
Make a video on that.
Yeah. Is Mark like I don't know, some people think about Mark, I don't even know, man. That's so funny.
You know, I wouldn't mind. I would not mind if they remade FE7 and had Mark be like a Robin type character.
I would not mind if they remade FE7 period.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
I'm good with that too.
That would be, you know how like you react to Echo coming out? That would be me.
Man, I don't frig that. What a good day that was.
That video is a classic. I love that video.
Oh yeah. That day was amazing. That was like
Yeah.
That was when they announced Heroes too.
Mm-hmm.
when they
And
Alonso.
Warriors.
Yeah, it was really good.
When I was like, I knew they had announced that there would be a Fire Emblem game previously. Oh, I thought that Sigurd had Miracle. I thought you were good, but oh well.
No. I'm
sorry.
just getting the
Anyway.
flags, but yeah, he died. He went down.
Anyway.
That probably hurt Chaz inside too.
It's okay. I don't use Miracle on mine either.
I mean, most people don't, but
Miracle slept on.
I got two more.
sorry I forgot what I was saying. I was just really encapsulated by this battle or whatever we're doing.
I'm just getting my arena flags while you guys talk. Sorry, I have too many things going on.
Oh, keep going. It's
I was
cool.
gonna ask actually, Chaz, what would it take for you to come back to the game? Because that I'm actually curious about.
I don't think I ever will.
Yeah?
I really am having too much fun playing the mainline games.
In
right now.
life? Having too much fun in life.
Well, that always, but
I've
I
been
don't
having
know.
a lot of fun playing ROM hacks.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, you play a game for a year completely straight, and you know, love the mainline series. When I played Fates for the first time, that's when I was like, man, I love these games. Why am I not playing these games? Even though I love Heroes, and I think honestly, people are gonna castrate me, but I think that Heroes is one of the best entries in the series.
Really, that's
I
funny
would
for.
say it made a big impact for sure.
I think like the actual base mechanics of the game for the first 2 years,
Mhm.
some of the best in the series.
There's a lot of people that like the fact that there's no randomness to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
that
one of them.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
besides summoning, but to the gameplay, yeah, there's no randomness to it.
Yeah, I think I remember when it first came out, I made a Serenius Forest post about it and was like, I think it's like a really breath of fresh air for them to remove skill and luck. It makes it all the more strategical, and it also weighs out speed because speed is so heavily weighted in the mainline games. It's almost more balanced for heavier units. But it's like a completely different thing. I just thought it was a really cool innovation. The best Fire Emblems innovate, you know, and this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
If they added, I know I should have drawn back with Ketra, but I'm just I should actually just auto it, but I'm not confident that this team is actually gonna live if I auto it. Didn't want to waste the crest.
Alright, fam, I'm gonna duck out of here. I am tired AF.
Oh yeah,
I
it's,
have a video to
Oh,
edit.
it's 1 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
I have to work in
Yes, it
7
is.
hours.
Okay, I'm ducking out
Alright.
too, Stevie. Sorry.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me, though.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me like. You know,
Of course. I
roll
wish we
in.
had more to do. I mean, I guess I could have been actually playing something, a different mode, or had actual discussions.
You're doing
but
something, but we're discussing.
too many things to look at because I'm trying to pay attention to the chat too. But
Actually, Pavise said he might want to come in. So
did he say that?
He can sub out. We're tapping out.
All right.
You want to come in,
All right,
Pavise?
thanks for having us. See you, chat. Good night. Bye.
Good night, guys.
good night. I'm debating if I should actually go or not.
Bye.
When do you wake up?
Well, I have to work in 7 hours, but I slept until 5 p.m. today, so...
Oh,
All right, tag
Wait,
me in.
Pavise is in. I'm back.
yeah.
Oh my god.
What's up? Welcome, Pavise.
I-
You guys keep making me have to go back to
I
the
heard your
video.
comments. I had to respond
Oh, really?
about the RNG.
Oh, yeah?
I actually agree with you, Chad, by the way. Like, I actually don't disagree. I think them taking out randomness was an amazing choice for this game.
I like it too.
I do really like the base mechanics of the game. It's just over time for them to, you know, be trying to profit. Honestly, I think if they really just wanted to profit, just keep bringing out these new characters with amazing art. Like, that's why I pull for characters most of the time. Sometimes it's for skills, but...
Yeah, I think in general, even if you don't like Heroes anymore, seeing the art is probably still pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
And then getting to use it in videos, bare minimum, right? I'm good with
The main
that.
reason I come back is, like, if a fan favorite character of mine came back and I saw art that I just wanted. That's honestly the biggest draw for me, at least.
Yeah.
I
The
still
game
play.
for the characters.
Did you stop too, Pavise?
Yeah, I stopped a few months ago.
You stopped way
Wow.
than everybody else.
But I stopped logging in entirely. Like,
Oh, okay.
I don't even do dailies. I used to do dailies and just gamble, but I don't even do that anymore.
That's what I do with Dragalia. Not even always do dailies. I just log in, gamble.
Can I finish this?
But the events are fun. I do like that. It's really grindy and I don't know. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time out of my day. And I've been enjoying playing like other Fire Emblem too. And I stream Heroes every Wednesday. Sometimes I find myself to be like, oh, it's Wednesday. I have to play this game instead of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or Fort Mang's Emblem.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
It's not.
Well, it's not when you have the Heroes syndrome, but having the choice is good.
I mean, I stream like Heroes every Wednesday though, so like.
I think I love streaming Heroes because the interaction with viewers is that much higher.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be with other games.
When I was streaming, it was great. When I was streaming Heroes, those hero streams were like...
Those were legendary, dude. Those were so
You had
good.
some really funny moments on there.
Dude, I was in Pavis's streams like before I even had a channel. I was like always on his hero streams, like saying like trolling and whatnot.
I just remember you come in like, this isn't hentai, like that's like, that was your opening line every single time you came in.
I understand.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about stream moderators. I don't have any moderators, but if I did have one, it would be because of Chaz, probably.
I have 6 mods and I still don't feel like it's enough sometimes for, I don't know why, but for some reason, because I'm kind of a new channel and I'm growing fast, it promotes the game to people who don't like Fire Emblem at all. They don't really know what it is. And sometimes people are like, oh, what's this game? This is interesting. You know what? This is a fun community. I don't really play this game, but maybe I'll start. That's very rare. Normally it's like Indian dudes who are like show Bobs and Vagine, or people like spamming the N-word because whatever, or people that are like, this game sucks, go play Fortnite, you suck.
Yeah, well, why don't you play Fortnite?
I played it with Manx for April Fools. I
saw it. I was like, come on, guys. We have
I
enough
missed that?
problems in this community. We don't need this. Like,
It was for April Fools. And then we made a banner reaction to the Faye April Fools banner, but I was so intoxicated that he did not upload it. And for Mangs to not upload something, I think that's saying a lot.
That's pretty funny, actually, yeah. People are saying the Discord image needs to be updated, but now I'm trying to refresh it and the window is gone, so.
That's okay.
Rip.
You gotta raise. They want Pavis's volume.
Yeah, they want to see.
My audio low. I'm on mobile right now, so I'm on
that's
my
probably
phone.
why.
I'm just talking.
Are you
close to
on?
my
Are you on the
microphone.
bus again?
Yeah.
I'm not on the bus this time.
This time he's riding the bus.
I'm probably still gonna do Bromains again this month.
Are you
Your
hosting it
romantic
or
type.
will Speedy?
I'm hosting. The reason why I'm doing it is because I got Mecha on.
What?
Oh,
Is he using someone else?
How did you do that? I don't believe that.
I just
Wait, what?
harangue him. I just harass him.
He doesn't have the game though.
I know he's gonna use my Amelia. It's gonna be on my account, so he's gonna use my.
Oh,
Amelia.
he's using Amelia. That's funny.
It
So that-
literally was just like, I started off with saying, Mecha, stop hurting me. And he said, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to get your attention. So I got you signed up for the next Bromains with my +10 Amelia. He's like, okay, I didn't really, I guess. And that's it. We got him.
I'm gonna if I'm not on that, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mecha is the only like FE2 that I watch every video. I don't know why, but I watch every
So
video.
charismatic. That's why.
Yeah, he is. I like his laugh and I like his outlook on things, and I don't know. He's very interesting. I love Mecha.
He knows his shit, and he talks with confidence, and you know. Like,
Oh, did I mess up the?
Same, like I love watching Mecha as well.
Sorry, guys.
By your side.
Oh, people are still saying hi to Ghast, but Ghast left. Sorry, guys. We got Pavis now, though. You guys keep making me go back and edit the description to add more people's names in there and their channel links.
You got a different Canadian.
Yeah, we traded off.
Tag teaming.
It was an actual tag team, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, I get it.
I didn't ask you actually, Pavis. So is there anything that would bring you back to Heroes? What would they have to do?
I have no clue. Probably another Lucina ult.
Would that actually?
I'd just play until I got the Lucina ult and then stop probably.
I see.
But I mean, I don't know. I've just never found like the game modes rarely kept me like entertained for very long. I've always found even the new game modes are extremely underwhelming. Like the new whatever mode they announced today, the pair-up mode thing.
Yep.
That did nothing for me. It just looks like more of the same kind of, just with a slight twist, but
Right.
it just like I don't know. It just nothing's speaking to me in terms of the game modes. So it'd really take a game mode that really spoke to me that I could get kind of sink my teeth into, but. It just seems like a whole bunch of arena variations that I just really...
Yeah, I'm nervous about that too now at this point, having to upkeep like 3 or 4 different things every week. That sounds awful. Truthfully.
Yeah.
There's so many currencies now, oh my god.
There's so many what?
Currencies.
Yeah.
Like, between
agreed.
all the modes.
There's so many currencies that are being underutilized too, like badges and Aether Stones. Adding more.
I mean, I run out of Aether Stone, so I wouldn't complain about that one. But yeah, badges.
Aether stones are actually kind of nice.
I don't know. They stockpile up. I don't know, badges. I just feel like if they want this thing to be successful, they have to be trying to get new people in, not just satiating the old audience. And for a while, they were doing that. But adding more currencies and more top of game modes on game modes, it's just the people. That's why I left. I was intimidated by all the modes.
Yeah. It does take a while. Thankfully, the dailies aren't too bad, but when you have to do like arena at least once a week, do a complete arena run and try to do a competent run if you actually want to place well. All that kind of stuff, it does add up really fast, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of adding another currency, why do they keep on adding these currencies when they have these perfectly good things just like sitting on our barracks doing nothing?
Yeah. Arena medals are the worst, yeah.
Yeah, arena medals. Yeah, there we go.
I think the whole fact that in order to place well for arena and arena assault, you have to constantly just enter and leave and enter and leave. I just think that that's such a stupid system.
Yeah.
Like, I get it that you're in a range, and like obviously if you're trying to min-max it, then you're trying to min-max it, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do that without wasting like a million crests or whatever it'll take, or just spamming back and forth over and over and over again. Then if you mess up the run, you got to start that over. It's terrible. I don't like that. I don't like it whatsoever.
Pretty stressed out about it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because with making content, I didn't realize that I could record by going like arena assault and just not spending crests that way. And so I used a ton of crests when I started.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you were doing arena videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes. I feel like that's why a lot of people don't like Aether raids too, is just how stressful it is. Because you can't like redo a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also hate like when I'm just like 20 minutes before reset, just use up my ether.
Yeah, that's.
And you know, there's not really another like Goosaphone in the game, and people say, "Oh, they lost to my team. I'm the best."
Yeah, as a content creator, it's super embarrassing if you have like bad runs and stuff. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Sometimes I'm just like, go, just get it done. And...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was constantly being berated. Somebody said, "Choopy choosy, back in the bitch," and I just got.
Did they actually post that somewhere?
No.
Back in the bitch.
Gonna say.
Yeah, I'd just rather play other games, to be
Exactly.
real. Like,
What are you playing right now, Pavis?
what am I playing right now? I was playing Wargroove.
Oh yeah.
Wargroove's
I
a
need
lot
to
of fun.
start that. That looks
And-
like a good game.
I also got a copy of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
I keep seeing some drama about that game. People getting mad about no easy mode or something like that.
Yeah, there's no easy mode, so some people find it frustrating, or like they want to be able to play it, but they just can't because there's no accessibility options. And I mean, there's also that debate, I guess. Fire Emblem, we've kind of overcome that slightly because of like we had these more accessibility options, but a lot of people think it was a similar argument with Fire Emblem actually, that these accessibility options kind of take away the core of what like makes these, you know, games what they are. And same argument was made with like Fire Emblem earlier, how like, you know, casual mode and Phoenix mode just kind of like eat away at what makes Fire Emblem, and people think that these accessibility options make like these Dark Souls-esque games less Dark Souls. So
I don't really care if it just brings more people into the
I agree.
franchise.
I don't really mind. I wish they would have them. I wish they would. Just more people who can play. The
I
people
feel
who
like
used to
Millis
play it-
Turnwheel is such a better alternative to casual.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
wish
thing.
they thought of it
The
more
thing is
casual.
like accessibility and options, but not when they completely. Like I keep on saying this, but like I agree that I think casual mode is a good thing. I think Phoenix mode is a good thing. I think these options are great. It's just in modes separation. Like when you select casual mode, when you select easy mode or whatever, you do that out before the game even starts. You opt into that before the game starts. When it comes to Millis Turnwheel, it's there, and it makes finds other parts of the game, like permadeath and random hit percentages and whatnot, and RNG. So it's like not really an option, but I agree that it's a better thing than casual mode for people to play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're on the same page there, Chaz. Like, I also think that the turn wheel being forced on the players, I don't really like that. I don't even want it to be on the screen. I've talked about this with you before. I don't even want the turn wheel on the screen. Get it off my screen, because I'm going to be too tempted to use it. And once it's built into the game, I feel like if I don't use it, I'm playing kind of the game wrong. So I just don't even want it there, so it's not an option.
Yeah.
But if people want it there, like, I advocated for an option like on the menu, where like, when you're making your save file, or when you get the item, you can choose to reject it or something. But you know, You know, I do think that turn wheel is a better solution than casual mode. But yeah, like you were saying, like it is they kind of push it on you, and then it's like, I was fine with it kind of in the Echoes because, you know, there's a lot of stuff in that game that feels like way more, you know, there's design decisions in Echoes and that carried over from Gaiden that, you know, are hard to swallow.
It works in Echoes for what it is.
Yeah.
I think it works really well in Echoes. I don't think it would work well in other games. And
You wouldn't want a turn wheel to come back for Three Houses?
well, it depends how it's implemented.
If they just copied and pasted the same turn wheel system.
Because here's the thing. The problem is, I love all these options. Incentive to not use them. And there needs to be like we need a ranking system. Like, casual mode is great, but there needs to be like, to not play casual mode. You know, there needs to be, besides like, you know, slamming your dick on the table and saying get good. You know, there needs to be something besides your own standard, something concrete, like a rank system or maybe an alternate ending, just anything besides game on casual that you get from classic.
I do think the ranking system should come back, truthfully.
We're not saying someone's saying I like casual mode too. I like casual mode too. I like the idea of giving the player options or how they want to play. We do it either way because we have, you know, emulators, we have mods, we have hacking. It doesn't even matter. This is the way we play the game. You know, as long as it doesn't interfere with the core mechanics. And Miller's turn wheel being there just makes so many game mechanics in that game and in Fire Emblem completely redundant. I think it needs to be balanced better. We can do better, guys. It's a great idea, but I think we can do better.
I do think you do get too many like turn wheel spins by the time you reach like late game. It's kind of a lot.
It works for the end game. It works well for the end game. I
Yeah,
will say that.
that's true.
The post game.
Yeah.
I'm about to drop some game design jargon, but essentially, the turn wheel as a mechanic changes the dynamic of how you play the game. And as a result of the dynamic of how you play the game changing, it changes the play experience and the play aesthetic.
Okay, I'm with you.
So, when you introduce the turn wheel, you change the dynamic, which changes the aesthetic. And if the game is designed for that new aesthetic, I don't mind if the turn wheel is there. But you can't design old Fire Emblem with, well, I guess they threw in the turn wheel because that original aesthetic of Gaiden was too hard to digest. So they put in the turn wheel to make it, you know, go down easier.
I feel like Conquest Hard Classic with a turn wheel would be like my ideal.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
That does sound
playthrough.
pretty good, actually. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. What Pavise is saying that it not being designed for those mechanics. Conquest Hard, from what I played the first time, was one of the hardest Fire Emblems I've ever played in my life. I played it without any DLC.
And that's not even Lunatic, yeah.
It was fucking, I could not believe how hard this game was. I could not, and I played Radiant Dawn hard. I've beaten Radiant Dawn hard. I've beaten Thracia. I've beaten, you know, all the Fire Emblems on hard, Maniac, Act 12, you know, like everything. But this one was unbelievable. And I think the game I saw is sort of promoting you to use My Castle, and you know, that's what those things are there for. You know, it's not truly a linear experience, and that's fine. In there, that feel like so imbalanced when you bring this My Castle aspect in there, like the lack of weapon durability.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people complain that it's not balanced, right? That a plus 4 iron sword is way better than a silver sword. Never get a plus 4 iron sword if you were playing the game without any My Castle or DLC or any grinding like that, which I did. I thought it was super balanced. It goes with what Pavise said, with there's some design dissonance going on here within Fire Emblem right now. it doesn't know what it really is trying to shoot for, and so it's kind of throwing everything in and hoping that we're all happy with all these clashing
different mechanics. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like, we've jumped back and forth between like the more linear progression, the open map progression. And so maybe they kind of didn't know what they wanted to do for Fates,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like they wanted to have an open map and a linear. I hate to go back to this guy. I don't want to be that guy, but it seems like they wanted to have an open map game and a linear game.
Yeah, but then with the multiplayer stuff, it just didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel like it didn't feel like even though I played it linear, it felt like they were trying with the not only with the difficulty, but the My Castle. They were really promoting really hard to not play it linearly.
Yeah.
Like, the whole game was like, okay, if you should, this is really difficult. I could not believe how difficult that game was. I was like blown away. I had a blast playing it, by the way. It's one of my favorites. But
I still need to finish Conquest.
Conquest, yeah.
I love
Conquest hard. Yeah.
So good. I loved it. It reminded me of an older game called Vandal Hearts. I don't know if you guys have ever played it for PlayStation.
I've heard you talk about it before, but I haven't played it. No, not at all.
I've played it before Fire Emblem. It's very similar in the way that the maps each have like their own gimmick going on. They each have their cool incentive, like a bridge is on fire and you have to escape it while fighting off, flying enemies, and like in Fates, every map has a gimmick.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's a cool refresher from the usual that we've gotten in Fire Emblem over and over again. It's nice.
Although I'd say in Revelations, I don't know if you played Revelations, but in Revelations the gimmicks start to overwhelm the map design. In Conquest, they hit a sort of a balance. I still think there's some maps in there that feel they're more frustrating to play than they are fun because of the gimmicks. In Revelations, the gimmicks just totally overpowered like a lot of the play, and I really didn't enjoy Revelations a lot. Revelations is probably one of my least favorite in the series, but Conquest is one of my favorites, so it's like it's a fine line to toe.
They definitely designed it well.
Conquest, I'm not sure if I'd say it's like amazingly designed, but it's certainly like, I don't know, it definitely came together much more, it came together much better than the other two routes. It felt like a more targeted, focused experience than the other two. And that's kind of just what I want more out of future Fire Emblem games. I just want more focus, because often I felt like in Awakening, in Revelations, and sometimes in Conquest it felt like this giant like mashup of a bunch of mechanics, and it still came out fun, but I felt if a few of them were tuned or tweaked to just be a little more focused on the like target like play aesthetic that they're going for, it would just come out so much stronger and so much, I think Conquest was close, but I think there's still a lot more work to do, especially because clearly it was 1 out of 3 games that they got right. In terms of actually creating the desired play experience.
That's so sad too. That hurts.
Yeah,
it's painful.
I haven't played Birthright or Revelations. I've never played and I'm playing any more open map Fire Emblem games if I can.
I was really tempted to get Revelations just because, I don't know.
I've heard things. But no, Mangs told me don't play Revelations. Like,
everyone said I would regret it.
Yeah, everyone's like you'll be a better person in general if you just don't.
I mean, Revelations, I played it I think around launch, so there was no consensus on it at all. I played it like when it came out. It is definitely one of my least favorites. I wish I played
the Fates games when they came out. I was too turned off by the design choices.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was stupid of me.
There's a part of me that wants to play Revelation just to see all the jank stuff that people have talked about. Like characters getting recruited at just ridiculously low levels and stuff later on, like all the poorly designed aspects of it. It seems like it'd be fun because of that. but I'm sure it would make me mad or something at some point. So
Make a video actually about a support conversation that Ryoma and Xander have, where they actually mention Vala in the conversation and nothing happens to them, and they're not in Vala when they mention it. Just going by that one glaring plot,
yeah.
I don't think I really care.
Was that like an A rank? Is that why like you'd get it later on or something?
Our real enemies are the Valetites, and then nothing. And there's a support conversation between Azura and Corrin where they talk about Valetites too, but they have to go to Vala specifically. Like they take the conversation to Vala to say it.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting how we often refer to Fates as just one game. Like, oh, Fates was so bad. But, like, it's three games with very different design intentions and philosophies. They just all happen to share.
All of them are bad.
Yeah.
I don't think all. I mean, the story.
It's also difficult when you have like 2/3 of it that people don't like. It's like 66% bad.
The story all
as one
sucks.
game, so I view them as 3 separate games. They are all designed very differently.
It's
the
fair.
overarching story and world between them, all 3 of them, yeah, it's not very good. But the actual gameplay and the design intention behind the maps are totally different. They're made with totally different philosophy. So in my head, I usually partition it. I really don't like when people say Fates is bad. I'm like, but what about Conquest? And I guess I could see, yeah, it's 1/3 of like a whole part experience. And some people view it as like the game was chopped into 3 and then sold as 3 separate things, and that's also valid. But in my head, I partition it as 3 different games with very different design philosophies. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah. I think the story got chopped up because of that design philosophy. I think a lot of the problems in the game is that design philosophy, the fact that you only have 6 chapters to this poignant moment to develop a connection to anybody in the story is the main problem.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't help.
It doesn't. Conquest, just for the sheer fact that Conquest was, I don't know, I can't speak for the other games, but I loved Conquest. I didn't think I would. I didn't go in thinking I would. I thought I had very low expectations. I liked it more than I liked Echoes, to be honest with you.
Oh, really? You enjoyed Conquest more than Echoes?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Even at the same time, I went into Echoes probably the most hype I've ever been about a Fire Emblem, a new Fire Emblem game ever. So maybe that was it.
What were your gripes with Echoes then?
What?
What were your gripes with Echoes?
It's open map.
Oh, is that pretty much the main one?
That's for me. That always.
That game's like, how could it not? It started it.
I know, but I honestly love everything. I love everything about it. Almost a picture perfect copy of the source material.
Yep.
Except for the weapon upgrade system, which is just a vehicle for DLC, which is, I hate that.
You got some interesting hot take. I never thought of it that way.
About it. Think about how much currency they give you to upgrade weapons in that game.
True.
It totally is. I remember going to GameStop to buying the game, the deluxe version, and the guy was like trying so hard to push it on me. He's like, dude, I'm just trying to do you a favor here. You're never gonna see Almond Silica again. And I was like, oh man, come on, please. I know I'm saving your job here by buying these.
You talking about the season pass?
Yeah,
the GameStop guy was trying to get you to buy the season pass.
I'm the same thing. It just felt like the quarter end. I mean, guys, this is not to say that I don't love the game. I love the game, but I don't love it as much as I love every Fire Emblem game. I just don't love it as much as, my favorite Fire Emblem games. I finish them, I replay them immediately after because I love them so much. I'm happy it was over, which is not a good.
Gotcha.
With Echoes?
Feeling.
Echoes, you were happy when it was over? I actually agree with that sentiment. Near the end, it was feeling more grueling than it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's just because the end was with like the dungeon. It just took a long time.
I do think that like
I really liked it.
With how faithful they were, they're still. You know, it's very rare that you criticize something for being way too faithful, because usually when stuff gets adapted, it gets changed so much that it like upsets you. But yeah, with Echoes, I do think that we could have used some little tweaks here and there to the original stuff. I wish people couldn't complain about the maps so much. I didn't hate it, but I kind of understand why people think it's awful. But
I'm happy they did it that way. I would even say they shouldn't even have messed with growth rates.
Really?
I'm happy. Yeah, I think that was so people don't get frustrated with zero growth. Zero growth are part of the game. I mean, but
people were so spoiled by Awakening and Fates, though they would have gotten so upset. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Jumped into that because I feel like I don't remember off the top of my head correctly, but I feel like it was Awakening where it started getting really crept, the growth rates.
Oh yeah, I can't tell. I don't even. The thing is, like, it's like hard to even tell what's good stats anymore in those games.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I have no idea what. I have no. I have no barometer to go by.
Yeah.
But what's it called? I guess like when it came to Echoes, I just with how they handled it, and I feel like Fire Emblem from Echoes and Heroes too is in such a good place right now. I'm very curious to see. I have high hopes for Three Houses. They really learned from the mistakes that they made with Fire Emblem 11 and 12, where they really just took a game that was already really good and just botched the hell out of it. I'm not saying Fire Emblem 11 and 12 aren't really fun games. I probably played them the most out of any of the games in the series.
That's interesting that you say that, though.
They mangled those games up and made a completely different game out of them. And I wouldn't say a better game.
Let me ask all of you guys this, then. Is there anything about Three Houses that makes you nervous?
Everything.
I really wasn't. I was really optimistic, and the box art just, I don't know.
That did it for you?
The box art.
I'm still really trying to be optimistic. I really am. Because I was optimistic for Fates, and I was really disappointed, to be honest. I know we were just talking about, like, about Fates, but overall, I'm, yeah.
That Fates trailer was just not fair, either. That trailer was so hype. It was like a whole another level of hype.
I was living on the West Coast, and I had to get up at like 5 in the morning to see that Nintendo Direct. I remember the day I saw it. I was so happy.
Back on my old channel, I was like, I used to do analysis videos. Oh my god, when that trailer came out, when the first Fates trailer came out, I was like literally dancing around my house, and I spent the next like 2 days making an analysis video of the trailer. I was so excited. And then when it came out, it was just really underwhelming. And so I'm not, like, every time I've gotten hype for a game like that, I've always been kind of let down, because it can never reach those expectations.
Yeah.
So, with almost all video games now, I barely even follow trailers, I barely even follow hype. I just temper it. I wait and see when I play the game, and then I make my decision.
That's fair.
And I'm taking the same
Way to
approach as
be.
you.
That's definitely a good way to be. I gotta say that I do it, but I see it. I'm a little wary about the you say it. I know, Stevie, you fucking chopped the thing up to death about
I did
analyze. I can't believe you analyzed as much as you did. I was like, how does he draw all this stuff? How does he get all this out of like basically nothing? I don't know.
It's just speculation, but
yeah, it is all speculation.
But it's cool because they always end up like showing off. I mean, I could be mistaken, but I feel like they always end up showing off a little bit more than they mean to, because there's always little like things here and there that you can kind of pick out and glean from stuff. So I love doing that for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. With the map, there was stuff that you guys were whoever else is in Lucky Crit Incorporated.
Yeah, the whole crew.
Yeah,
Lucky
some
Corp.
crazy stuff with the map that I didn't notice, but system, the system, the skill system. I see it once again as a vehicle for DLC, and.
Do you think
grind it.
they will have learned their lesson from the Echoes DLC though in terms of pricing? Because the game's gotta have DLC. It's gotta.
Yeah, of course. I just feel like every single game that's come out, it's been more and more tailored to DLC. Every single one. Awakening, and then Echoes. I'm worried about it because I come in with an open mind. I don't want to be pessimistic. I just see it as even more like a vehicle than even the other ones that came before it.
Honestly, I'm not that worried about, like, everyone's, like, worried about the school thing. I actually think it's a fresh concept. It opens up a lot of cool, like, from that trailer we got, the gameplay looked pretty ballin'. Like, the gameplay looked good. But the one thing is, we kind of saw that Garrigma Monastery come back in, like, some other art, and I think that's just the very beginning of the game, and that there will be some kind of conflict and you'll branch out. Mm-hmm. But if that's not the case, I will be disappointed.
I do think it's a little weird that it's like, hey, students, let's go kill people, and then you go back to school and go back to class. That's a little... I don't know how they're going to handle that. I'll be interested to see.
Have you played Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon?
I haven't, actually. I know people love those games. That's where you have, like, a team. They have different versions, so you have a team of different Pokemon, right, in each version. But you're dungeon exploring, right?
The Super one, though, the reason I'm comparing it to is start out in a school, and then you leave, like, shortly after. But the school is, like, in the Mystery Dungeon series, that's what the kind of point of the setting of Super was. Mm-hmm. And then you branch out of that and you go on your adventure. And it's still not as good as the first two, but it's still a really good game.
Gotcha.
And I think that's where they're gonna come from with Three Houses, or that's what I'm hoping.
Lion Perfect says, also, Lucky Crit, you should let your employees out of your basement. That's completely unfair. Actually, I had this tweet open from earlier. Apparently, I am the reason for the Phoenix Master 1 curse, according to Phoenix Master. Let me see if I can I mean, he's joking, but it's pretty funny. Let me get this open a little bit better.
You have a 3-year anniversary?
Yeah, this is this week is the 3rd year I've been doing this channel.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so Phoenix Master. Mangs was asking, when do we get to meet the other members of Lucky Crit? Then Phoenix Master responds, they're not allowed to leave the basement, only I was able to escape in time, but Lucky Crit cursed me with Eternal minus attack and speed IVs in Fire Emblem Heroes. There you have it, guys. Confirmed. Is he still... I actually haven't watched his recent summoning thing, so I don't know if he's still... if that's still happening to him. I would feel bad if it was, though, actually. Because it's... oh, man. That was a funny meme, though, because it's such a consistent thing for him that he just gets garbage IVs, like, every time. I feel so bad.
He's really good at not being, like, raging.
Yeah, he really is, actually. He's, like, the nicest guy. I've only seen him mad, like, once, and it was after someone sent him, like, one of those ridiculous comments where it was like, why don't you use this character? I don't have this character anymore, you know?
That's understandable to be angry about.
I don't know. Yeah, oh, you mean for Phoenix Master, yeah. Yeah, because it stinks getting comments like that, especially when he tries so hard and does a good job. He's really quick, too. I think he's in Europe, so, like, when updates drop, it's, like, early morning for him, so that gives him, like, a nice time while all of us are asleep. But, yeah, he's really fast, and he does a great job.
If you want to be in the news division, you need to be up at 4 a.m.
Yeah?
I tried for like 2 weeks to be that guy.
You mean like an actual news position, though?
Like Sage Master or Phoenix
Master,
yeah. or like Sacred Spear or like someone like that who's like, all right, guys, we got a new update. Here's what I think about it.
Sage Master's hard to beat. He puts it up so fast because he's just like waiting with the record button.
Good system. He announced on his stream he wants to branch out after this update.
Oh, really?
To other Fire Emblem or to other games?
Specify.
Oh. Wait, so you said that you had to play the good guy. So who was like the bad cop on his stream then? Was it him?
Sages.
Oh.
Sages was so negative. I was like, dude, chill out. No. Well, also Jay, Fearless Jay, who was in the Discord, I love the guy, but he can be like venomous with his disgust of this game. I try to balance him out, I guess, just by being like, hey guys, see, look at that cute owl.
Which is funny because then over here, I mean, sometimes I could be negative, but I try to be more positive. But then, yeah, you're the guy who doesn't play over here. And now Pavise too.
Over there, I think I still play. Yeah, I want to thank you for having me on. I think I need to go to bed.
We should, yeah, I should probably wrap it up too. It's almost 2 in the morning.
I just wanted to drop in and have a chat.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
We'll have to have like a more structured one in the future where I have actual stuff to do. Because I actually, you know what I should have done is I shouldn't have done Aether raids the other night because I can't even do that right now or anything else. All my dailies are almost done aside from like the voting gauntlet banners and stuff, flags. But yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us. I had a lot of fun.
That was great.
Absolutely.
I love you guys, and I love YouTube, and I love Fire Emblem, and I just want everybody to know it.
Scout John says that we're all weak.
That's just false.
Anyway, looking forward to meeting all you guys at Anime North.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some actual real updates for that soon. But oh, actually, you know what I meant to do that I didn't do? Hold on. This will probably be the next thing for me. Well, let me take a look at this stream. I got a new camera, so I got to play around with this for a couple days.
Sony?
But yeah, I was talking to Chaz about cameras, but I'm excited. It's a pretty polarizing camera. Some people like it, some people hate it. But what I like is that it's going to have a flip-out screen from behind. So if you're like, as cringy as it is, if you're like selfie vlogging, you'll be able to see.
Oh, yeah.
And now up here, I'm using I don't know if I'm going to take it off right now, but with that DSLR, I can't tell like when it stops recording because it cuts out after 20 minutes and you just don't hear anything. There's so many restrictions with it that it's been terrible. So, I mean, it's a great camera and it has served me well, but I will definitely look forward to being able to tell that I'm in focus and whether it's recording or not and stuff like that. So I'm excited for that. I was actually thinking of making like a pre-Anime North like preparation video or something like that. You guys do anything like that?
Well, it depends on whether I get it. I might have a gig in Toronto. Like I told you guys, I might have a gig in Toronto before Anime North, so I might like do a.
Are we gonna do a jam sesh?
Yeah.
Please, like, can we all like just break? Do they allow busking at Anime North?
They allow
Some
what?
kinds of rules about it. Busking is like when you go like play music just out in the open for tips.
I busked outside of SakuraCon in Seattle a few years in a row, but different time.
I've never heard that phrase before.
We should go busking, Chaz.
Busking.
Okay. The thing is that the problem is I can't, because I'm coming from San Diego. I can't really bring too much stuff because I don't know. I don't want to bring.
Can you just bring a guitar?
How am I gonna have you? I'm gonna have a guitar, a present for Pavise, a present for you.
Oh.
For
your present for me can be busking with me.
Okay. Sure.
And then giving me all the money. I'm just kidding.
I didn't make any
those
money.
royalties.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna peace out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's been a while. We're going on. Is it almost 3 hours yet? 2 hours 21 minutes.
Guys. I love y'all. Bye.
Good night, guys. Thank you for joining.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, chat. Just you and me now. I'll go and read some stuff because I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention to chat so much tonight. We were. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream originally, so I wasn't super prepared. Not that like I needed everything totally set up, because it's just a window for the Faye channel. But I tried to get other people's face cams and stuff in, and it just wasn't participating this time. So yeah, but let me take a look at chat, because I have not been. Let's swap out some music here for a second too. I'll probably go for another like 10 minutes or so if you guys want to hang around a little longer. But it's about to be 2 a.m., so I'll go back to the classic. Just a little bit more relaxing. Alrighty. Mega Sky Sword says, will the people in your basement be at Anime North, and will we see them, or will they be invisible so we can't see them? What's funny is we were actually talking about that earlier in terms of like setting up the panel, if people were going to walk in or not. And I figured if I'm going to be the one moderating, like someone should be in the room to begin with for people to enter, because otherwise you feel like, why am I walking into this room? There's no one here. They're not set up yet. It's not happening, or something like that. So, but it would be funny if I tried to make it seem like Lucky Crit was there in its entirety, which is just me. That became way more of a meme than I figured. But yeah. Let's see, what else did I miss? CrossX Fighter says, hey, Lucky Crit, it's neat that you invited Goose and Ghast into the stream. We had a good time. That's what I love about this community, is it's like, there's not a single creator that I've had any bad blood or bad experiences with at all. I like them all. Sorry, losing my voice a little bit. I like them all. And especially compared to like some of the drama happening right now with the Pokemon community and stuff, I am so grateful to be a part of this community as opposed to that one, because man, that's they got some stuff going down right now. What else we got here? Unseen Force says, I was supposed to translate a song today and end up staying with Lucky Crit. Life is weird. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope that you had a good time. And I was a little all over the place. I was kind of just like doing some dailies, getting some flags and stuff in the background at one point in time. Not everybody's audio was all set up properly because we're just using Discord. People are cutting in and out. It's one of those issues with Discord, honestly. One of the few things actually that I can look back on, and I think Skype does it a little better in terms of like consistency. Maybe the quality of audio sounds a little worse with Skype. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I'll try something else next time. I've never used like Google Hangouts to know if that's a way to go either, if it's decent or not. But yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Minus Speedmaster 1. What are your top 5 favorite Fire Emblem games? That's a very tough one. Sacred Stones is definitely up there. That's like always competing for #1 slot for me. Obviously, Blazing Sword. That was the first one I played, so I think there's always going to be a special place for that one for me. Radiant Dawn. See, I like Path of Radiance, but I feel like a lot of things paid off so well in Radiant Dawn, and I just, for some reason, I don't think I played Radiant Dawn in hard, which is unfortunate, because I should actually go back and try it out today and play it in that mode. But it must have been normal or something like that I played it in, and I just had such a blast with Radiant Dawn. That was like, I mean, I had pretty bad Fire Emblem playing habits back then. Radiant Dawn, I literally leveled up every character to 3rd tier, aside from like, I think it was literally just Tormod, and I didn't use beast units. Like, that's how I got around and got some extra experience. I didn't use any beast units, or I tried not to. Maybe I used like Nyla and like Volug, the wolves, because I did like them. But to me, it was like, if they can't class change and upgrade, there wasn't that much of a point in sinking experience into them, really. So I kind of avoided that, but... So yeah, so Radiant Dawn's up there for me. I did really like Path of Radiance, but I just feel like, I don't know, personally I had a more fun time playing through, racing through like the second half of Radiant Dawn. It was really cool. I played it in like just a couple days, I think, at that point in time. Aside from that, let me think. Echoes is great. I really like some of the things that they did with Echoes. Not a perfect game, but beautiful, beautiful game. And I guess I'll give the other slot to Awakening. I haven't played enough of Fates, to be honest with you, to really judge Fates. I played Birthright, and I've played part of Conquest, but I started doing it for a Let's Play, so it was I never finished Conquest, and I know that's the one to actually play. So at some point in time, I will loop back around and go back and do that, but yeah. those are my picks for right now, at least. Buttest Speed says, is there a Lucky Crit Discord server? There is. I don't think there's a link underneath this video, but if you go to my channel, underneath any video in the description, you should see a Discord link. Otherwise, I think it's bit.ly/LuckyCritDiscord. That should work. Or alternatively, actually, scratch all of that. What you can do is go to Arden Mingle, Arden, A-R-D-E-N, Mingle, M-I-N-G-L-E.com. ArdenMingle.com. That is a fast gateway to my Discord server. Lucky Crit hates the subhumans. I don't. See, I actually really like Lagoo's characters, and I was so excited for Beast units and Heroes. But it's just because they couldn't be like... Whereas everybody else got a really awesome third-tier promotion in Radiant Dawn, the Beast units did not. So it was like, why am I going to sink that much experience into them? And there were so many Beast characters to use and pick from. It was tough for me, but ultimately I decided to just work on... I definitely wanted to make everybody I could into a True Blade. I loved Swordsmasters and stuff back then. I still do, but that was my favorite class, so I really looked forward to doing that. Yeah. Crystal Sanchez says, do you want Three Houses to be fully voiced like Echoes or not? This is a tough one. I feel like it actually might be, honestly, because we did see... Even just walking around the castle when Beleth was talking to students and stuff, they were voiced. It was very difficult to hear because it's like very subtle in the background, but they were voiced. So it sounds like at least a good chunk of the game will be voiced. It scares me a little bit because the voice acting in Echoes was amazing. It was like perfect. It was very, very good and I loved it. But because they had everything voiced, I feel like it took from the supports a little bit because we got a lot less supports, and I feel like that was kind of the reason why, because it would have been so expensive for them to have all those voice actors and actresses record a bunch of supports with every single person. So in that sense, I want to see like more classic supports come back, like, you know, not just like one person having one support with someone else or like two people they support with. Yeah, it was a little strange in Echoes the way that it kind of worked out. But the voice acting is great, so like when you did get a support conversation, they tended to be pretty darn good. Yeah, it's tough. I hope that it's fully voiced, and I hope that we get the same amount of supports as before Echoes in the past. So, Danny DeYito, always tell me to build a Tale to You. I don't have enough copies for a +10 Tale to You. I have so many good blue mages. I just don't... I know she's great. I know. I like Tale to You. I just don't need her at the moment. So, you can see I still have 47k feathers left. That still figuring out what to do with a little bit. I did say I would use them all at the end of that stream, and we used a good amount, but I had some other plans and stuff that still weren't figured out enough yet, unfortunately. Unseen Force says, the real question, if music didn't affect decisions, would every Fire Emblem ranking be the same? Yeah, I gotta say, there's a very soft spot for me for Fate's music. As much as people crap on the game, as much as I haven't played enough of it to give it a fair rating, I find myself using Fate's music like more often than ever. Echoes is definitely up there for me too. It absolutely was. But I think I used that music for so many Echoes videos on the channel back in 2017 that, you know, it's not that I burned out or whatever. It's just that it doesn't always feel like the track to put. Fates is like so generic-y. I could throw it in the back of like any video. Right now we're listening to Awakening, but yeah, Awakening and Fates, just very good background tracks. Although there were some more Echoes tracks that I discovered the other day that I never had before that are pretty kind of similar to this, as good background tracks that I just never had. So yeah, but that's one thing I'll say that I like about Fates. Absolutely. Music's beautiful. New weapon is kind of underwhelming. A Tale to You? I thought it was pretty good. I don't remember what it does, actually. Not going to bother looking at it right now, but let's see what else we got here. SN Idiot says, I'm actually on my way to school. Have a good day at school. Thanks for tuning in. It's really weird with time differences and stuff, huh? Right now it's 2 in the morning for me. It's time for bed. So we got Joy-Con Boys. What's my opinion on Three Houses? Cautiously optimistic. and I'll remain that way. I think a lot of people are scared that it's not going to be like normal Fire Emblems, and I think that we don't have to worry about that. I think it will be a normal Fire Emblem. I just hope that it comes out and it's a really solid, great game that people can't complain about. I would love for once to have, it's not going to please everybody ever, of course, but I would love to have a game like that's less divisive and polarizing, I think. Echoes was fine in that regard, but there was still some Echoes haters that hate the maps and hate certain things they did, you know, so always tough. Line Perfect says, hey, Lucky Crit, have you heard the Echoes Alm Amiibo Duma Dungeon song? It's godlike. I don't actually know. I might have heard it before, but I actually haven't been there in the game, because as you can see, you can't really see, but back there is my little Fire Emblem collection, my Fire Emblem shrine. I still have the Alm and Celica amiibos in the plastic. I don't know if I want to take it out. Like, as a collector's item, I might, like, keep it like that. I want to play those dungeons, though, to be honest. So maybe I'll just have to buy another set of those amiibo. Maybe I'll get them used or something at some point in time. But yeah, it's... I hate that with stuff like that, because it's like, then I don't want to use it at all. Unseen Forest says it's 1 a.m., so you're not too far off from where I am, but 11 p.m. for Gotcha. Gotcha Ninny's Lover. Echoes is a gem. The maps are, well, there, ... but otherwise the game's beautiful. Yes. I did, you know, I actually really like the dungeon crawling in Echoes too. I wish that there was a little bit more to it in terms of gameplay, instead of just like going in, running around, finding items, you know, killing enemies and stuff like that. It makes sense and it's fine, but it'd be cool if it was like there were further layers of depth added to it. I would not mind seeing that come back in like a future Fire Emblem at all. And I actually kind of like the village exploration too, finding things and talking to people like that. It was pretty cool. Very interesting. Devin Atkins says, have you ever thought of doing Fire Emblem Heroes true solos? There's a small but dedicated community of true soloers, and having done them, I can say they're pretty fun. I think what you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, is where people only use one character, right? Only rely on one character to do it. I've never actually thought about that. To be honest, my channel's been in a weird place for a while in terms of Heroes content, because it's difficult for me to put out Heroes news videos as often as we get Heroes news, if that makes sense. It's so hard to keep up with because there's always new stuff happening, and I'm not the kind of person that just like presses record, talks about something for 2 minutes and puts it up. My videos tend to be longer than that, more like in-depth than that. Yeah, I probably should do it that way, to be honest, just to talk about stuff, but then I'd be talking about every little random thing that happens, and sometimes they're just not that important, really. And I think people would get kind of bored of that, too. And then my channel would focus probably too much on Heroes. I try to do a good balance between hero stuff and other stuff, so... yeah, it's tough. True solos are interesting. I've never actually tried to do it. But, there were several times when I considered doing Grand Hero Battle Clears and stuff like that, but I don't know that I would do F2P stuff like Phoenix Master. I mean, first off, people just watch him anyway, so, like, why not? Like, what? There's no point. He's got that covered. He does a great job of that. So I would want to do something different, but I don't know. It's something to think about. I haven't seen a lot of true soloing stuff, so maybe I'll think about that for later, but yeah. Unseen Force says, if you want a non-turn-based Fire Emblem, play Warriors. I did play Warriors. I didn't 100% Warriors. There's still a lot more for me to do. I think I still don't have Celica unlocked. I bought the DLC for Warriors, so I have most of the characters. I just don't have Celica yet. I might have just gotten her the last time I played, if I'm not mistaken. It's something that I play a lot with my girlfriend because she likes Warriors games, but I haven't played it too much. There's some funny stuff about Warriors that I would love to talk about in a video someday. I covered Warriors when the news was first coming out, and then I kind of stopped, and I kind of wish that I had at least talked about the DLC packs as they launched, at least, or something like that. Did some more Warriors content, because I did not do very many videos for Warriors. It's probably like 7 videos total or something. But I liked it. Also not a perfect game, but I like it. It's a good game. Yes, I do. I have a girlfriend. Oh, that's cute. Thanks, guys. Who's my favorite Fire Emblem character of all time and why? That's really tough. That's tough. Actually, there's a collab that I signed up to do with somebody. You guys, I won't spoil it, but you'll see in the future probably. A lot of people are going to be doing it. It's going to be a pretty cool moment for the community, I think, because there's a lot of folks that are going to be contributing to their favorite character to it. For me, it's always changing. I have like a... I can't even say top 5 really, because I bet you if I listed them all off, there'd be more that I would want in there. But what I will say is probably my first ever favorite Fire Emblem character was Guy from Fire Emblem 7. Some people I think pronounce it Guy, but I always said Guy, so it was always what it was to me. You know, like looking back, he's not even that much of an interesting character, but I liked the whole like young Myrmidon and training thing. He was always good for me late game. I don't know. I liked him a lot for some reason. So I'll say that for now. But for that that collab, I will be picking Olwen. Olwen is definitely a newer character for me. That's my favorite now at this moment in time. I still haven't played Thracia, which I need to fix too at some point in the future. But Olwen really grew on me from learning a lot more about her in Heroes. Olwen to me is like, I mean, I had the same Reinhardt experience as everybody else. Everybody knows and loves Reinhardt now at this point, but Olwen is like my more favorite Reinhardt, if that makes sense. Like with all the new attention and with the character in Heroes. Yeah, Olwen's my pick in that case. Nothing wrong with Reinhardt, but I just like Olwen. Jay Ritchie says, I've always had a soft spot for Erica. Sacred Stones. Great game. Had a lot of fun with that game growing up. Sacred Stones to me was like the perfect follow-up to 7, Blazing Sword, because all of the things that I wanted in Blazing Sword, I kind of got with 8. I liked the open map. I know we were just talking with Chaz earlier. He really doesn't like the open map stuff because you can just trivialize the difficulty so quickly, which stinks. But for me, I always liked it because it felt like even if you didn't do a 100% perfect job on that chapter, like let's say you get through a whole chapter and you forget about like support, like having certain characters that you want to support each other, near each other, or something like that. You get through that whole chapter and you do that. You just lost that opportunity in most linear Fire Emblems. Like you only have the next chapter to worry about then, to like deal with it then, which stinks. It's so... The restriction is good, don't get me wrong, but I can breathe easier knowing that I can worry less because I can just go to like Tower of Volney or play, you know, the monster skirmishes in the world map. So I've always liked that stuff, and I think on a personal level, I've kind of always tended to like the open world Fire Emblems more. Sacred Stones, Awakening, you know, Echoes, Gaiden, basically. I don't know. I don't like how they did it for Birthright, though, to be fair. That was just, like, weird. I like the physical world map that you can run around on, I guess is what I'm saying. What upcoming movie are you most hyped for? I guess it's Avengers Endgame. Yeah, that's probably the one. I don't think there's anything else that I'm like that. There could be, but I'm just not remembering it right now. But I'm looking forward to Endgame. I really was pleasantly surprised by Infinity War because I was kind of out of the whole superhero movie thing a couple years ago, and I just didn't care about them anymore. I was bored of them, sick of them. But then I went with some friends to see Infinity War, and I love that movie. Thanos is awesome. I just think they did such a great job. So, yeah, I'm excited for Infinity War. Or Endgame. Line Perfect said it's called Duma's Ordeal. All right, I'll have to look up that track later. Chaz hates choices. That's funny. I'll have to ask him about that. I wonder if he has a hard time making certain decisions in life. Maybe that's what it's from. I think it's more coming from a balance perspective for him, though, to be fair. But it'd be funny if he had difficulty with choices, too. Did I see the Joker trailer? Did they actually release that? Is that real? Or are you trolling me? I saw the Joker render. Saw that leak. Yeah, and the thing about the open map games, too, you can still challenge yourself and be as strict as you want. It's just up to you. And maybe that'll have a lot of people make poor decisions, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me at all. Favorite child unit in Awakening? Oh, that's tough. I think it's Severa or Severa, however you want to pronounce her name. I think so. Or Inigo. Probably. Those are some of my favorites, yeah. Though there's a lot of underrated ones that I think don't get enough love, like Chell. She was cool. Joker is a real thing, Lucky. Oh, the movie Joker. Oh, with Joaquin Phoenix or something, I think, right? I didn't watch the trailer yet, no. I saw it. I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel about that one because they're going like completely strange with it. It's like not its own, like it's not in the DC Universe series of films, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like a one-off, I think. But I kind of hope it's good. It kind of seems interesting. Shout out to Severa as best waifu. You know, I actually haven't interacted with I don't know if it's a guy or a girl on that account. It's probably a guy. I haven't interacted with them very much, but what's funny is there was a moment where I called them out because they were making a lot of waifu posts about other people, and I was like, wait a minute. Your name is Severa's best waifu, and you're talking about other people being best waifus. Is there any voice actor you really want for Three Houses? That's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. I kind of like I didn't know Kyle McCarley or any of the people that I mean, I'm sure I know some of them, but a lot of the main voices in Echoes for like Almond stuff, I didn't know a lot of them, and they did a phenomenal job. So I just hope that that whoever they get, I'm sure they will, but I hope they do a good job. There's not like, I gotta be real with you, like there's not one voice actor that I just love hearing in a million things. Maybe Brad Swale, the voice of Light Yagami in Death Note. He's got a soft spot in my heart, but to be honest, I don't think he'd have a better role than Light Yagami anyway. So, but I'm the kind of person that like voice actors. They do a great job. They deserve to keep going and doing other roles and put money on the table, or food on the table and stuff. Obviously, of course they do. But I am also the kind of person that's kind of like, once I hear somebody's voice too many times, it's like it starts taking you out of it. Like with Johnny Young Bosch, great voice. I've liked him in a lot of roles, but at this point in time, if I hear Johnny Young Bosch, I'm just like, it just completely like removes me from the experience. I'm like, oh, I know who that is. Here's this, Johnny Young Bosch for the 500 millionth time, So it's hard for me. It's really tough. I don't really have like a favorite voice actor. Gotcha Ninny's Lover says, what do you think of Rolf? If good, okay. If bad, then okay. It's been a long time since I played Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, but when I played those games, I wasn't the kind of person that benched a crap ton of people. So he was never benched for me. I think I always used him. I don't know. I can't judge him right now. I don't remember. It's been too long. I need to go back and actually play a bunch of main series Fire Emblem games. It's funny. I've said it a couple times, but it's really funny because you start making YouTube videos about stuff, and since you have so much less free time to actually play games, you stop playing games for the most part. I built this computer that I use for everything now. Must have been late 2014. No, late 2015, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's got a couple years on it at this point. But what's funny is that at the time I bought a lot of very expensive components. GTX 980 10i Ti, GTX 980 Ti, whole bunch of stuff, a lot of RAM and everything. Went hard on the computer. I think I spent like $3,500 building the computer. Built it myself. I had a fun time learning about how to do that too. It was a good time. But I built it to game and to do stuff, make content basically. And I do the content part. I don't do the game part very much. Some people have me added on Steam in a Steam group, and I just do not use Steam these days. It's sad. I gotta play some more stuff, truthfully. Maybe I'll play XCOM for the channel again in the future. I did one XCOM video in the past, but it's been a while. Opinion on FE12. Never played the full game, unfortunately. I have the translation patch, thankfully, by those awesome folks over at, I think it's like fetranslationproject.org.com, something like that. Really, really cool. There's some stuff that I do like about it, but unfortunately, I just never finished it. I don't know. It's I have it on my DS R4 card, but yeah. See, the thing is, I would get a lot more done and play a lot more games if this channel was more of a Let's Play channel. And like, I'm not ruling it out. I might do something like that in the future, but those are tough for me to stick with, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know. They get so many fewer views, and I still put too much time into them, cutting them if there's like gaps or anything like that. Maybe I'll be better at this point, because the last time I legitimately tried to do a Let's Play was like late 2017, early, I don't even know if it was maybe very early 2018 with Pokemon Sun and Moon. I played for like just a couple episodes, and I stopped doing it after that. It's tough for me. I don't know what it is about those, but yeah. Surprising how many roles Wendy Lee has in Faye. It's a familiar voice actress, yeah. Show your Kagero build. I actually, you know, I really wish that I could, I would love to give her like Sky Mayugi or Cloud Mayugi, I think is the build, and a bunch of other cool stuff. Even maybe Deathblow 4. I kind of was still thinking about it even after the live stream. I used my fodder, so I don't have any more Deathblow 4 to go around, but in the future, if I got more, I would probably consider it, to be real. I like Kagero a lot. This is a pretty standard, pretty generic build, to be honest. Nothing too special about it, really, but yeah, that's what I got. You could stream the game and just upload the VOD. I could do that, yeah. It's possible. Unseen Force says, how do you build a computer? I've been saving money. I would start watching channels like Linus Tech Tips. That's a great channel. There's a bunch of really good ones on YouTube. That's how I started. I was actually I used to work as a web designer for a little bit. I'm not the most skilled web designer ever, but I held a web design position for a while, and I used to listen to some of those videos in the background, and so I learned a lot about some of the computer knowledge and stuff, and that really helped me out. Those videos are good. To be honest, like, there are some really complex things about it, but there's also a lot of simple stuff, so that it kind of boils down to almost like adult Legos to a degree. Like, you put the RAM in this slot, you put the graphics card here, you're good. As long as all your stuff is compatible. And they even have stuff like PC Part Picker and websites like that I think will let you know if stuff is compatible too. But I would probably start like looking up like best PC builds 2019, kind of go from there, kind of see what people are saying is good. And obviously you have to kind of choose how much money you want to spend. For me, I'll show you guys really quickly here. I kind of went with the kind of gamer LED type of stuff. You know, I spent a lot of extra money on things that don't matter so much in terms of performance, if you know what I mean. But it had to be beautiful too. I'm an artist. I like visual stuff. So, you know, I went with the whole matching color scheme. The motherboard, I like the color blue, as you could probably tell by now. The motherboard, the accents on the motherboard are blue. The RAM glows blue. The fans are blue. There's a blue LED strip in there. Some of which I can change the colors of, but not everything. But yeah, it's fun. It can be a fun thing for people to do. I think at some point everybody should experience building a PC. At some point in their lives, if they have the money to do it. It's fun. Chris McGimp says, you can't refine Poison Dagger. No, not yet, unfortunately. I did give her the Kagami Mochi from the New Year's Takumi, but I played around with it a little bit, and back in the day when I did it, I didn't really like it so much, to be honest. I really missed out on that effective damage against infantry. I feel like that's still kind of her niche, however you want to say it. Yeah, we'll wrap it up soon here, but I'll answer a couple more questions. Thank you guys for coming out, by the way. I know today I did a really poor job of announcing it because I really just wasn't sure if it was going to happen still. And some other people like Goosaphone and stuff were talking about potentially streaming it themselves, so I don't know. I wasn't sure that I wanted to do it if everyone else was going to do it too, and kind of spread everybody thin, but it was fun having everybody on, so I like that. If we had more of an agenda, I think it would have been better. I didn't have like specific questions for everybody or anything, which could have been cool. Maybe in the future. But yeah, I was like racing because we had gotten out of a different conversation for Anime North. So I didn't really have very much time to set up the stream before things were started. I think the stream started at like 11:25. That's how you can tell I'm running last minute. Because I would at least like to have a good 15 to 20 minutes before the Fae channel and stuff to talk about things and like kind of see even what you guys are thinking and hoping for in the Fae channel. And today I didn't have the time to do that, so I apologize. Scout John says, notice me, Lucky Senpai. I've noticed you a couple times today. Thanks for sticking around. I can't believe that Lack knocked Kagero's art out of the park and then did that to Hot Spring Camilla. That is a really good point. Really, really good point. That Hot Springs Camilla, oh my god, like, if that art was at the same level, at least, as, like, every other Camilla art in the game, like, if it was, like, why don't we just look? I think I even still have, like, a slight Camilla team happening here somewhere. Right there. If it was as good as, you know, New Year Camilla, Spring Camilla, every other Camilla has really beautiful, really good art, all done by a bunch of different people. They're all great. I like them all. I like Hot Springs Camilla's kit, what she does. I would have easily plus 10'd her if I liked the art, but it just, I don't like the art. I don't like it. And what makes it worse is a lot of people have actually made videos like IDC SAO where they actually fix the art. They go in and they tweak it, kind of make it how they think it should be, and I like it a lot better when people mess with it, if I'm being honest. I don't really know what happened there with that one. Usually Heroes has really great art. The artist is a great artist. Like you said, Kagero's art is great. Love Kagero's art in this game. But yeah, I don't know what happened with that one. That one's a little strange. Little strange. Sorry, let me reopen that window here. Gotcha Ninny's Lover says, I need to play Fates. All I know of Kagero is that she's a ninja and a waifu. That is all that's all you need to know. But she's got some nice supports. I like that she paints in her free time. Everybody says her artwork looks like crap, or it's like horrifically hellish, nightmarish looking or something like that, but I like her character. Good character. Thoughts on Finn? I don't know if you mean as a unit in Heroes or the character themselves. I've never legitimately officially played through Genealogy and Thracia. I've seen a lot of both games. I just have never actually done my own playthrough of them, so I don't have a real opinion on Finn. In Heroes, I would like it if he was more relevant, to be honest. I don't like it really when people kind of just come out, do nothing, fall to the bottom, and are never used again. It stinks. It stinks, yeah. Yeah, I am an artist. It doesn't always seem like I'm an artist because, I'll be honest, going to art school, I went to school for illustration, so it was a great experience. I don't regret it whatsoever, but because you start doing it for all those projects and stuff, pulling like late-nighters, all-nighters, doing paintings and this and that, you know, digital paintings on the computer, making posters and whatever the assignment called for, I was really burnt out after school. And since then, well, to be fair, since then, I haven't had that much free time because I've been doing Lucky Crit for 3 years now, and that kind of takes up a lot of my free time, to be fair. Aside from playing like some Heroes and stuff, I guess you could say. But I'm not the kind of person anymore that would like go in Photoshop or go paint a painting every day. It's just not me at this point in time, which stinks. But I've kind of like adapted, and now videos are almost my new medium, I guess you can say. I do like making art though, absolutely. I'll probably do like an art live stream or something at some point on this channel. Some more stuff related to that. Some people also liked it when I talked about Heroes artists. But it was a live stream, so I kind of just ran through it so quick that we didn't have that much time to look at everyone's art, like all the different poses and everything. So I might actually do as a series in the future, artist by artist in Heroes, just going through them, saying what I like and don't like. Some people actually criticized me. They were like, you know, it'd be better if a real artist critiqued these because they'd have a better concept of like, technique and everything. Like, I was on a live stream. I was trying not to bore people by going on. I think we went on for over an hour going through every Heroes artist, and I was just like on high speed mode, just like bullet pointing out little things and skipping on to the next. So I do have the artist background to probably be able to talk about stuff, sure. And hopefully in that series it would come out better. Yeah. Samantha Ortega says, oof, as a writer, I totally understand all the all-nighters. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well in a while. Not like I have trouble sleeping or anything, but as a creator, like, maybe it's also because I'm a night owl too, so I can't really blame YouTube on it so much. But I can't think of a night in the past, like, month that I've gone to bed before, like, 2 in the morning. It's bad. That's really bad. And some of it comes from the freedom, since I don't have my 9-to-5 job anymore because the company moved, which is why you've seen more content from me and stuff. I've just been kind of doing side work, and because of that, I have not a strict schedule anymore, so it doesn't really matter when I wake up so much, which is bad. I need to learn how to play my dude better and sleep properly. But I find that the quietness of like 2 in the morning, midnight, that kind of stuff, that's when I get the most done, unfortunately. I'm not really a morning person. You don't need to be a chef to know when food tastes bad. Touche. Touche. Angel V says, who's your main in Smash Ultimate? This is tough because I'll be completely honest with you. I like Smash Ultimate. I have not played it very much since it came out. I bought the game day 1, I think. Unlocked a bunch of characters. And since then, I just have not really gone back to it. And it's not because I didn't like it or anything. It's just like, it's not my priority right now, unfortunately. I will. I would like to actually do maybe a stream or something at some point where I play viewers. I'll have to pay for the Nintendo Online service, and I haven't done that yet on my Switch. At some point in time, I will. But I was having fun playing around with Chrom so far. Though I did see someone released a tier list that Roy is better than Chrom, I guess. Something like that. Not that that really matters to me, I guess. But I was having fun because I was kind of disappointed when we didn't get Chrom in... what was it? 3DS and Wii U. Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U. Still don't like that those games don't have like an actual name, by the way. But yeah, I need to play it more. Scout John says I should go to sleep. Yeah, in a couple minutes. I keep saying that, but yeah, it's getting to be 2:30. Samantha Ortega says Stevie streams are the best, to be honest. Oh, thank you. Today was really like rushed and rough, so I apologize. I like had way too many things to be focusing on. I didn't even read chat for half the time. Usually I'm pretty good at doing that. But yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Jeez. You guys are awesome. You guys are the MVPs. Who else do you think will be in DLC? I'll be honest, I was team Isaac. I want a Golden Sun representative. I guess it's still possible if they threw in like Matthew. But I just really think that it's probably not Nintendo's fault. It's probably Camelot's fault as to why they're not. It's sad. I would love to see a Golden Sun character. Who else, though? I was kind of on the crowd, too, of, like, maybe Shantae, Gino. All the ones that people mostly wanted, I'm kind of, like, with that. Like, that's fine. A lot of, like, it's pretty consistently, these are the characters that people want in the game. I'm cool with that. People have been asking for them for years and stuff. You know, it's not, like, 20 different characters. It's, like, you can actually lower it down to, like, 5 that most people want. So if we did get those, that'd be cool. But they released them as spirits, right? And I don't know if that per se disqualifies them from being characters, but it'd be kind of weird. And it would definitely be weird if Isaac was a character and an assist trophy. So I just don't see that happening at all. Which is why I kind of feel like maybe Matthew, Isaac's son, from Golden Sun Dark Dawn, maybe that's a possibility. I don't know, but I'm not getting my hopes up at this point in time. No. And then there was also the thing where they said like, I don't know if it was misinterpreted because there's a couple different opinions about what they said, but they said something like they're looking for games that don't have any representation or something like that. I'm probably totally butchering that, but just off the top of my head, there was a lot of discussion about that, about a certain quote that someone had said in terms of the character roster that they're selecting for the DLC characters. So I kind of feel like they will go with some different weird picks instead of like some of the tried and tested. I feel like Ridley and some of the other picks that they did were kind of them appeasing that crowd. But at this point in time, it's probably just going to be some weird, interesting stuff from now on. Like imagine like Shovel Knight or something like that. I don't know. Someone was saying earlier actually that Goosaphone had a good concept for Celica as a Robin Echo fighter, where she doesn't like lose her sword or anything, but I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but it was something like that. And it sounded like a really cool idea, to be honest. Celica would be cool. I don't know that a lot of people would be upset about Celica as much as they would be upset about another Fire Emblem character. That one would probably be one of the more tasteful picks for them to do. Maybe Yuri with Vesperia recently getting the remaster. That would be cool. I love Vesperia. That's I have one patron that always, his name is Ryan. He always wants me to do a Tales of video on the channel, and I will at some point. I actually, way back in the day, recorded some stuff from the intro of Zestiria because I got Zestiria on sale on Steam, and I was actually playing that in the early days of Lucky Crit in my free time, and I didn't finish it. Definitely not the best Tales game, but there were some cool stuff that I really liked about it, actually. Eventually I will talk about Tales. There's a lot of other games that I'd love to talk about. Fire Emblem's not going to like lose the focus or anything. I still want to be, you know, at least 50%, if not more, a Fire Emblem channel, but I would also love to talk about some other games too. So we will get back to that at some point. Yeah. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter needs a rep. I saw a lot of people saying that too. Maybe the new protagonist for Three Houses or Edelgard. Yeah. I could see people being mad, though. Maybe Claude would be okay with the bow, because it'd be interesting or something. Edelgard just has an axe, so I don't know. I feel like she'd still get a lot of hate. Dimitri with the lance. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. People are already mad about that. About too many Fire Emblem characters. I'm glad that Chrom got in. I got to be fair, though. Chrom, as much as he's kind of just a generic, another blue-haired sword lord from Fire Emblem, I'm still kind of glad he got in. Because Chrom is my favorite design-wise of all of the blue-haired lords. Ike is probably a close second, but Chrom's got that cool, like... I gotta say, I love the, like, one-sided off-kilter pauldron that they do for Fire Emblem. He's got the cool belts. He's got the, like, white and black design. I love that. He's got a cool outfit, Chrom. Very cool. Etika for Smash. Reggie said something like characters you'd never expect. Nobody expects an assist trophy, right? I mean, maybe, but I just think it's such a weird thing for them to do at that point. Because unless they changed their mind and had already made an assist trophy for somebody, but thought that they still needed to be a character, and then brought them back as a character, that's the only way I see that going. But they also said, I think, Sakurai said, that the DLC characters were decided... Or maybe it was just the roster was decided a long time ago. Did he say that the DLC was decided very early on too? Maybe it's not. I could be wrong about that. But if it is, then I don't think so. I must like Inigo then? I do. I do like Inigo. Hector for Smash. Hector would be cool to see. People would still be mad, but it'd be cool. Faye for Smash. Oh my god. Alright. On that note, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me throughout this whole stream tonight. Not my best stream ever, I don't think, but maybe it was cool for you guys to see everybody else and have the interaction with them. Thank you to everybody for being here, and thank you to the folks that joined me, including, be sure to check out their links if you didn't know anybody that was here. Originally, we had Ghast and Goosaphone. And you can also, everyone here, too, was also part of the crowd that's going to Anime North. If you haven't seen my announcement video about Anime North, check out the channel and go take a look at that. It's going to be happening in late May. We'll all be heading up there, and I'm hoping to film as much as I can, maybe make some like vlogs. So I know that's kind of weird. That's not usually what I do. But if you're interested in kind of seeing that whole experience, maybe some of the Fire Emblem YouTubers behind the scenes or something like that. I think it could be really fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we will have a panel there. I'll be trying to film that as well. We'll figure out how that works come later on. But yeah, well, not everybody going to Anime North was here in this stream tonight, but most people were. So we had Ghast and Goosaphone. Then we also had Chaz and Pavise coming later. The description of this video, if it's updated for you, should have everybody's stuff there now. So be sure to check them out if you're not familiar with all of them. Good people. Awesome people. Good creators too. CrossX Fighter says, great stream. Lucky Crit really enjoyed it. See you later. Good night. Thanks, guys. Good night, everybody. I'll try to stream again, maybe. I don't want to make promises because sometimes I'm not good at fulfilling promises, but maybe in a week or two, we'll come up with an agenda of fun stuff we can do, and I'll do a stream. Some people have asked me to do Langrisser. Some people have asked me to do, I think, even Destiny Child at one point. Maybe we just do a stream where I just do a bunch of different games all throughout. Difficult to focus, but we'll have some fun. So stay tuned. I know this one I didn't announce very well, like I said, last minute, but I'll try to be better about that in the future. But yes. Good night, everybody. Hope you're looking forward to future content and stuff. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. Good night.